People say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
What's up, folks? Thank you for tuning into the Josh Terry Podcast. First off, thank you to our sponsors, Deep Eddy Vodka and Tab X. We're here at Live Oak recording today. Men, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, you're not going to like this show. I'm probably not going to like doing this show. I have man haters.
Rude.
What?
They're going to get the
rude.
best insight ever.
Are we supposed to have this music on?
Yeah. I mean, I can still have the music on.
Is it going to be a little too loud?
I don't think it's too loud.
It's going
It's
to
fine.
make my ADHD.
See, I've already listened to it in the fucking thing, Caroline. It's fine. I've already see, you're just already.
Can we turn it down just a
No,
little bit,
no, it's,
please?
no.
I don't want my voice to be drowned out.
Yeah.
It's not being drowned out. I've already fucking done it. Would you like for me to turn it down for you?
Just a
a little bit,
please.
Just a little bit. Will you pause recording, please, for Caroline?
Producer.
All right, we're back. You good now, Caroline? You can hear? You got drink? Anything else you need so we can, go on with the show?
I'm fine.
Is this what we're gonna do?
Is it
I'm
shot?
fine.
Is it shot time?
Yeah, you want to do a shot first?
Yeah.
Let's.
Well, she's the bartender.
Oh, yo, give it to her. She's used to this shit. Don't make us one, girl. Go on now.
Go on, get.
Go on now, get. Deep Eddy's Lemon, by the way. Deep Eddy's Lemon. Go on now, get. Do fucking something. Besides bitch, that's all I've heard you do the past 2 days.
I literally have not bitched
You have not stopped bitching.
the most dramatic person.
I am. Okay, skills.
I'm just glad he has his jewelry on.
I like my jewelry.
I do too, actually.
What the fuck's wrong with my jewelry?
Why you think I let the bartender?
I like
Nothing's
that,
wrong with it.
and I like that.
See, and I'm the opposite.
I like the cross
I like
on
the
it.
beads.
I like the cross on it.
See, I didn't see that part, but I think you should put that on there. I think it.
If you stacked it, it would look
Yeah,
better
stack
together.
it.
Why?
Definitely,
Because-
it looked better
I
if
don't
you
know.
would
It's
stack
like
it with
a
that.
sexy man thing if you stack it.
No.
I
Well,
think you
I'm
should
trying to go
stack
for
it.
the sexy man thing, so I'll listen. I'll listen. All right. Well, make a good cheers here, Caroline. Since you hear them all the time. Or you want me to do it?
No, hold on.
You can't tell the concrete one if you do it.
I love the concrete one.
Nice.
The
Everybody
concrete
uses
one's
the
my favorite
concrete
one.
one.
Okay, here, do it.
Here's the women in concrete. If you lay them right the first time, you can walk over and rest your life.
Damn, that was good.
Cheers.
That's overused.
That was good. I've never heard that.
You've never heard? Oh God, that's a little warm. That's good though. That's a little warm, Deep Eddy. Next time, let's make sure we get them
I
chilled.
expected that to be
It's a little warm.
not.
Thank you to Miss
Like that.
Kelsey with Deep Eddy's vodka. Oh God, that's a little warm, a little tart.
It's tingly.
Oh, I'm
Makes your
sweating.
nipples
If I
hot.
wasn't already sweating
I have
before I am now,
chills.
Makes your nipples hard.
I bet it does. Speaking of making you hard, I saw your Instagram yesterday on the way back. Me and her were joking about it. And if
haven't
somebody didn't know you and they just judged off your Instagram, they'd be like, this is a very nice young lady.
Damn, good. That's what I'm going
this
for.
is a sweet,
okay.
Sweet?
kind, beautiful young lady. And then the second
I open my mouth.
that you open your mouth, they're like, who is this cunt? Like,
I
you're
would
the
love her
worst.
if she was just sweet and kind.
Honestly, I will say that I did have to clean up my Instagram a little bit recently because I was interviewing for like a big girl job.
Yeah.
And they did say, well, I didn't get the job because of my Instagram.
Really?
I have
Yeah,
a-
which I've had that happen like maybe one time before, but that's why I put Broadway Girls on private. And I put my account on private, and so I like archived a bunch of stuff and like untagged myself because I mean they do a full social media sweep and they didn't really like some of the things I had on there, which I personally don't blame them because if I'm talking about a prized hog in someone's pants, I wouldn't hire that girl either.
Yeah.
So
But
that's why it looks
Eh.
very like it looks very basic right now
Yeah.
because I had to put it on lockdown.
But that was my question. Did you delete or archive?
I archived a few and then Well, yeah, I archived a few and then deleted like a couple. I mean, I don't know.
I don't agree with like these companies. I was listening to the guy talk about this the other day. There ought to be a separation. Like what I do and what I say when I'm not on like company time, which I clearly have my own company, so it's kind of different for me. But like the stuff you post on social media doesn't make you a bad person. Like it's just your opinion or it's something you're just having fun.
Or it's a personality
yeah,
thing.
it's
Yeah,
like-
it's, you know.
Like you're bigger than
It's a
your
character.
job.
Well, I will say though, I know that I would be a very good asset to the job I was interviewing
Yeah.
for because I've been in that industry. I'm not going to name what it was, but I understand where they're coming from though, because I've always tried to keep Broadway Girls and my personal ones separate, if that makes sense, and it's been kind of merging, which is okay, but I don't know. I like to keep them kind of separate, which is weird, but
Yeah, I don't.
you can to a certain point.
Yeah.
So
Do you think it helps you though over at Barstool,
what?
like the personality that you put on social media?
Oh, 100%.
You think
And,
people
like,
come in just to fuck with you?
Then
people
you,
come in all the time and they're like, hey, I saw you like on the street doing street interviews. And I'm like, wait, really? And then like people are like, oh, hey, like I saw your Instagram. And I'm like, you did? Like it still like blows my mind sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't really expect that. So
The only thing I ever find that like my social media actually hurts in my life is like relationship wise. Everything else besides that,
oh, it definitely has hurt my relationships.
Yeah.
I don't think, I'm pretty
People
sure
don't
I'll
wanna
never
date
have a
me.
serious relationship again.
I don't want to date you because of your mouth.
That's not true.
For certain reasons, it probably is exactly
people,
true.
No, people think that I just party all the fucking time and I don't.
Yeah, I don't
Same.
think you party all the
Same.
time.
I don't. I literally.
I know you don't. You
People
turn
think the same thing about me.
Yeah, you turn me down as about coming to hang out with us every time I'm in town.
That is
Well,
true.
because I'm peopled out. Just want to fucking sit there with my dogs, looking gross. Don't say anything. Anyways, yeah, I don't go. I think people are like, oh, when are you going to settle down? When are you going to settle down? I'm like, bitch, I've been settled. I've been settled for years.
Just me and my dog.
I'm like, you really think I'm going to post the boring shit on social media? Who does that?
Nobody.
Which brings us back. Which brings
Exactly.
us back to keeping your real life and your social media life are different.
My Snapchat, I'll post like my daily shit like on Snapchat because I have only the people that I add are
Yeah.
like the ones that I want to see that shit.
Yeah.
So Instagram, no. So yeah.
Well, your
No, I
Instagram's
agree.
supposed to be a show anyway. Like that's supposed to be your brand, your identity, your character. I don't care what anybody says. Like you can sit here and say that you're not building a character, but what you put on Instagram especially is the person that you want to be portrayed as when you go out or the people that you know, especially in this town.
We
That's
like to
how
call
you
it
want to be
branding.
seen. That's how you want to be seen.
I mean, people don't necessarily think that I'm mean though. Don't say anything. They don't. They just
Who
think they're
doesn't think that you're mean?
like a lot of people don't. They don't immediately look at like all the stuff I post and they're like, oh, that girl's mean as fuck. Like they're like, oh, she's funny. Like she's kind of intimidating. But when they meet me, they're like, oh, hey, like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not as loud and like in your fucking face.
I would
you,
put you in-
yes.
I would put you in like a Heather McMahon category, like
I don't know
funny
who that
wise.
is.
Who's that?
Uh-oh. Google.
I feel like I'm kind of like Hannah
She's
Berner.
like
I love her.
Southern comedy, like keep it real type girl.
Honestly,
I think that's her name.
Contrary to belief, I'm one of the most laid back people.
You are pretty laid back.
Thank you.
I will like you're mouthy as shit and you're funny. But like when we actually do go out as a group and everything, like you're not ever the wild one.
But still entertaining.
This
I
shit-
can if I need to
You
be.
can be entertaining without being wild.
I'm just too old for that.
Yeah, you still got it in you.
I'm only mouthy to you because you always have a fucking attitude. You always have an attitude.
I have an attitude.
The only time you really didn't have an attitude was when you were teaching me how to do my podcast shit. When we were on the phone back and forth.
Yeah.
When you were with Gracie, that was the only time you were just like, I was like, wow, this is how you really talk.
This
Yeah,
is the
I
real
don't.
you.
Yeah, because Gracie don't need to see me talking to you like that.
Oh, so it wasn't even like I'm helping you.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
great.
Well, Gracie, I hope you see this.
Yes.
No, because y'all shut up. No, like Gracie knows that like I don't talk to women like that around her because she should never be talked to unless
You know
it's
what?
her friends.
I love that though.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it, but then it's not real because
Because
No.
I'm like, if she only fucking knew,
First off, she would give you way more shit.
I would never talk shit to her.
and
Oh, you wouldn't want to.
I,
She
no.
would fucking slice
She's your
and dice
spawn.
you.
I would
yeah,
never.
yeah,
She
yeah.
is evil. Like
I wonder where she got it from.
her mama.
And she's got the girl part behind her too, so you know
Oh,
it's like a
she's
double
ruthless.
whammy.
Oh.
She's probably a force to be reckoned
Oh,
with.
dude, she's hell.
Good luck.
I'm scared.
She gonna give you a run for
I
your
can't
money.
wait till
tell you,
she's 17.
The other day, I was like, hey, I came home from Nashville last weekend just to hang out with her. Like, I had nothing to do. Like, I had no reason to come home at all. There was no reason for me to be up here. So I was like, I'm just going to go home and hang out with Gracie. I called her on the way home on Friday and was like, hey, just want to see you this weekend. Let's hang out. And she's just like, no. And I'm like, why? She's like, I'm going to hang out with my friends. And I'm like,
Yeah, she's
great.
like, how old is she
Gracie,
again?
she's 13.
I thought she was older than that.
She'll be 14 in September.
Yeah, but she's just hitting that
So
light.
yeah, she just hit.
Yeah, she's.
and
It's
don't
only
matter.
downhill from
Oh,
here.
it sucks already because Dad's
Now
not
it's
cool
about
anymore.
to be all the things
at
you
all.
love are going to be so uncool.
If you need help.
Oh, yeah. I'm already like kind of comfortable with it. Like it's the way like she still has her little ways of like reminding me she cares. But like her just like blowing me off last weekend, she wasn't even kind of nice about it. She was just like straight up, I'm hanging out with my friends, dude. You can stay in Nashville if you want.
Yeah, my 15-year-old's like that. Like it'll be like I haven't seen him in a while, and then I see him. If he stays home with me, he's in his bedroom. I'm like, can you come out? I'll go get you an energy drink if you come out of the bedroom.
See, nah, if they're like stuck in their bedroom, I'm like, nope, take that phone.
So
Limit the
yeah,
screen
so-
time.
You say that.
Yeah,
I mean, my
yeah.
parents did. They did it to my little sister
Well,
too.
I also am a very clean person. If you go in my son's room, it's like, what the
Oh, my
fuck?
See, Gracie's too good. Like Gracie's perfect kid. Even like when I snoop through her phone when she doesn't know it, or like her grades in school, she's in gifted. She's a good athlete.
Well, yeah, I mean, then you
she's
don't-
never done anything for me to like
Really
take
crack
shit
down.
from her.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
My
like-
parents just made me put my phone like
Yeah.
out on the counter or whatever or like the table by the room at 10 p.m. every night.
Yeah.
And honestly, it helped because I wouldn't be sitting on my phone all night.
Yeah.
But they
So-
have other ways of access now because my child has a
We
laptop.
weren't allowed
that-
to have a laptop. I was
See,
not allowed to
he
have
has
a
one that's
tablet.
distributed by school.
Oh no, you put that shit right there on the table.
There's
No
all kinds of
TVs in the
things.
room, nothing.
Let me take TV out of that kid's room. She'll come take TVs at my house.
Yeah,
Look,
no, we
Wi-Fi,
had,
Wi-
Wi-Fi
It would
goes down at my
fuck me
house,
up.
and
no,
it's
we
as if
weren't
we don't
allowed
have
to
water.
have one.
The what?
If the Wi-Fi goes down at my house, it's like we don't have water. In fact, he would rather not have water
See, I
and
missed
have Wi-Fi.
the part, whatever the time I grew up in when we didn't have to have Wi-Fi.
Man, I didn't even have a computer in
was
most
like-
of
Yeah, we
school.
used the
But
like
you
the
didn't have
big ass.
dial-up.
Like,
I had a
yeah, we had
pager.
dial-up. We had the pagers.
You still had to do the phone where you had to go. brrrr.
We had the antenna phone.
I had to come up with a quarter and a dime to call my boyfriend back.
Listen, my dad would have to pull over when you get a SIG on his beeper. I'm
Wait,
like,
you didn't even have a beeper, did
never
you?
had to use a
You-
payphone.
You are just young enough.
I've used a payphone.
When?
Wait, for
Ain't no way.
nostalgia
How old are you?
reasons?
You're not
Like-
even. You're not even 30 yet.
I am 30.
You're 30.
Yes, but my dad is very old fashioned. So is my mom. Like I said, we never had TVs in our room. I was never allowed to have like an iPad. I didn't get a phone until I was 16. And the only reason I got a phone when I was 16 is because an incident happened at school where I couldn't get a hold of my parents, and
So they got you one for that
they
reason.
like freaked the fuck out because I called off of a random student's phone that I'd never talked to at my school. I was like, hey, can I like call my mom? And she was like, who the fuck is this? Like freaking out. Yeah.
But that means you still learned phone numbers.
Oh yeah, I memorized like phone numbers and stuff. But yeah, no, my dad was very old fashioned. They had the antenna phones. He had a beeper for the longest time, and I was like, when are you gonna get rid of that?
My first phone was a Zach Morris phone. It was
Zach-
a
the
Zach Morris
big-
phone,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
And you
The big
paid
Nokia phone?
per minute. The big gray phone. You paid per minute.
Mm-hmm.
And my senior year in high school, I had a boyfriend that my parents did not approve of, and so I would hide under my
Imagine
bed, and I
Imagine that.
he even proposed. I had to send the ring back in the mail.
I didn't get my first kiss till I was 15. So
That's another story. But I had
I
to.
didn't get late till I was 18.
I would talk to him underneath the bed on the phone to like
I'm dead.
Yeah.
On your big ass dinosaur phone.
underneath. I would hide. Wait, so the cell phone bill
Antenna pokes out underneath the bed.
the cell phone bill comes in. I retrieve it first, see how much it is. It was like $550, which for me at that time was 50 grand. Like it was the worst thing ever. Anyway, to this day, I have been out of high school for 25 years. To this day, my mother says, "How you like that graduation present you got?" because that was them paying that bill was my graduation present, and she has not let it go.
I mean, yeah.
Still probably wasn't the worst decision you made up to that point.
I mean, I miss
Definitely
the house
not
phone
the worst
days.
decision I made.
The house phone days.
Oh yeah, when people had
They're like, hey, can I talk to Leah? Is Leah there? And like their mom answers. They're like, yeah, hold on.
that was the most awkwardest shit
I
ever
hated
back in the
that. I
day.
hated
but
it.
our kids don't even know
like
how
the
to do
dad
that.
would pick up the phone. And you're like, hey, is Leah there?
You don't realize how quick you're a bitch until somebody's daddy picks up the phone. And you're like, yeah, I can't wait to talk to this girl. And
Especially
then,
if it's a
So
prank
then,
call.
embarrassed.
hello, can I talk to you?
I would get
Never mind,
so
bye.
embarrassed.
See, all of a sudden you didn't go through puberty.
Yeah.
Like it just fucking your balls just retreat.
Prank calls. If the parents answer the phone, if you're prank calling, hang up.
Ugh. No, I'm glad that everyone has cell phones now.
I'm 50-50 on it. I love it and I hate it.
No,
I think I'm-
my kids will not have social media for a long time, and they will not have a phone for a long time.
yeah. See, that's
What's
a
a long
double-edged sword.
time?
It's
Okay, they can probably have a phone, but it'll be extremely limited. But they will not have social media.
But here's the thing with that, because I was just talking to a parent about this the other day. They asked my advice on it. If you restrict them from not having it, when they do get it, they're probably going to go buck wild. But if you give it to them and you monitor it, and they're not doing anything bad, then they're going to be fine. The problem is, everybody thinks, and this is my rule with Gracie on everything. I'm not telling anybody how to parent. Until Gracie gives me a reason
To
to
not
view
trust
something
her.
bad,
Yeah.
I should treat her like she's never made a mistake.
But
No, I
you
agree.
still check up on her. You're not being overbearing with it.
No, because she's like, I'm telling you, I'll sneak into her room or something when she's sleeping, and I'll check her phone. But that youngin has never, unless she's the fucking most gangster about deleting shit, has never. Now she can cuss like a motherfucker.
But
Like,
but
she's
you're
got
not,
it-
that's not what you're looking for. You're
No,
looking
no,
for
no,
like
no.
actual problems.
No,
See, I wouldn't. I mean,
But see, like I've seen little nasty ass little boys say inappropriate stuff to her, and Gracie would be like, "You can shut the fuck up now."
and then you're proud, aren't you?
And then I'm like, I ain't even gotta look at shit else. Mm-hmm. Like I know my youngest doing what she's supposed to.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I have a question for y'all. And this, I would love your opinion on this too.
Yeah, I was about to say something about my little sister and her stuff.
Well, I had this situation come across with a co-parenting thing. So my thought was like yours. Like I'm gonna check, and I wasn't sneaking. Like I was just like hand over the phone.
Yeah.
But my checking wasn't to like. I wasn't being nosy. I didn't care who you were talking to. I just wanted to make sure you were being respectful.
Yeah.
And if you're doing regular things that teenage boys do, that's fine. Let's just not do it weird. Like, let's make sure it's legal. But, you know, co-parent said no, that was invading privacy and told the child, why don't you change the password so that your mom can't
you're
get on your
under
phone?
my roof,
Until
my
you're-
rules.
Until you're 18, your ass is mine.
Right.
There, you don't get a
Right
fucking
there.
say.
But is it overstepping boundaries?
No.
No.
I don't think so either.
No, because are you paying for the phone?
Well,
Well, Dad
You
actually
remember how
was
many
paying for that
times-
one, but I pay for the other
you
ones.
remember how many times your parents probably said to you, "I'm doing what's best for you, whether you know it or not right now." Your kids ain't like as a child or as a teenager, especially. You don't know what's best for you. You're running off hormones. You're running off
Yeah.
bad decisions. You're running
I
off.
already screwed it up. Let me tell you what
Yeah.
happened when I screwed it up.
Well, our
Well,
parents, that's
yeah.
the thing. Like you know every bad decision they're about to make.
Well, that's why I'm like, it's if you're paying for it, somebody is paying for it. Like they're living under your roof. It is your rules.
I'm paying for the Wi-Fi you using.
Exactly. First off, I don't knowing how my little sister was like. I mean, she's 21 now, but knowing all the things she did in this like day and age and stuff like that, it's completely different from when I was growing up, obviously. But my child will never have Snapchat until she's
Yeah.
like, no, because you can unsend everything. There's no documentation. Instagram, same thing. You can unsend everything. Facebook now, same thing. Like that's why I'm like,
Oh, you can put it
I'm
on
not
the
understand the whole
disappearing.
like, huh?
On Instagram, you can do the
You can
disappear.
unsend everything.
Well, you also can do the you
The
swipe
vanish?
up. Yes, the
It's-
vanish mode.
But still, I mean, it's the messages are still there.
Yeah.
But like, you can unsend everything, and I know how my little sister acted with her little Snapchat and everything,
Yeah.
and all the stuff she did behind my parents' back, and I'm like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, they gave her. They're like, here, go ahead. I'm like, see, when my parents, I never like went behind my parents' back. I was too afraid, so I never went buck wild when I finally did get social media or a phone.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I think there's levels to it.
I definitely didn't go buck wild, but
But no, they ain't having no fucking Snapchat.
I forgot what I was
sending
gonna say.
dick pics on there.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So I told my oldest whenever he was coming of the age, I was like, let's have a little bit of a talk about nudes. Because,
Ooh, I hate that.
look, I'm going to tell you, don't send the D pic. You're still going to make the decision that you're going to make. But I'm telling you the repercussions that can happen if you do it. Also, if you receive a picture, don't show your friends. Don't show your friends. Because if you show your friends, that's a minor that you're showing their body parts off, and you could go to jail. But mom, she sent it to me. It doesn't matter. She can claim whatever she wants to claim. She's going to be in the right. You're going to be in the wrong. You have to learn now to be responsible. That's a lot for a 15-year-old to take on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're stupid. Like, but you also got to remember, they're not fully developed yet as far as in their
No.
brain. The best thing you can do is tell them not to fucking do it in the first place.
But, okay,
They're gonna do it.
yes, they are. They absolutely are. But in this particular situation, it could land your child like in real legal like jail problems, and that's scary.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
And they're just
because
being a
something
kid.
happened to my sister, but like somebody recorded them on Snapchat. Her little girlfriend, well, not her friend anymore, recorded them getting undressed
yeah.
and sent it out to a few dudes on Snapchat.
And
I'm
it'll get
like,
passed
it's
around.
literally child pornography.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's really hard to grasp when you're just being a kid and you're doing what everybody else is doing. But it takes one dad who thinks that they're going to stick it to them. And now you got a kid that's,
Yeah.
I know it. I
But
know it's
also,
heavy.
the
but
dad's
it's
not
true.
wrong though.
He's not wrong.
The dad's not
But-
wrong, and the dad's like teaching a lesson, because regardless how you look at it, the person who did it, like the person who recorded it, ought to be punished more than the person that was in the video, like in that situation. Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
but like sometimes you got to put your fucking foot down.
But that's kind of what my point is. If a girl sends you a nude and you show it to everybody, the dad can come after you
Exactly.
for spreading child pornography, and she sent the pic.
Well, you can make everybody in that situation the villain though. Like
You can.
you
Oh,
can. The
for
girl,
sure.
the girl shouldn't have done it. The boy shouldn't have asked for it. The boy shouldn't have showed it. The dad, in some way or another, shouldn't have made a big deal out of it, knowing that it was voluntary on both the people's parts.
Exactly, I agree.
It's
But all you
it's
can do as a
everybody.
parent is go, this is what your possibilities are. Now try to make the best
Well,
decisions
I
from that.
think the best thing you can do is just instill good morals, and
Yeah.
and just that's the best
solid.
thing you can do.
Well, speaking of good morals,
Uh-oh.
I think we should take another shot.
Let's do one.
Already? That one,
Yeah,
other one
fuck it.
burned.
It's okay.
Wait, where? Oh, we have.
Let's do one. Fuck it.
Oh, we might as well
Since we're
finish.
sitting here talking
There.
about children.
Children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on kitty porn,
Question-
but I guess that's a call for a shot.
Don't. You're gonna get us canceled.
No, we're
and we didn't
not.
even do
Y'all are
anything.
just talking about it. Shit.
We didn't say that though.
Yes, you did. It's child pornography.
Wait, hold on.
I think I did say the P word.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say this. The K word is what I was worried about. That's gonna hurt going down. Oh yeah, finish the bottle on us. That's great.
What? No, don't
Be real
dump
bloated.
more in mine.
She dumped more in mine. Eddie's here for the party.
I'm sweating.
It is a little warm over here.
I'm fine
I
now.
could use some Beyonce fan.
Cheers, guys. All right, you do one this time, fuckhead.
I don't even know.
I don't have cheers.
I don't really have a cheers. The only I just have that
Uh,
basic one, the one that's like don't come in or come on. That's lame.
Yeah, that's basic. All right, just cheers then.
We suck.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh,
It's like
they're
really,
chilling those bottles next time.
really bad.
Those short king shots
like
I gotta fucking take tomorrow. I knew
Those
you.
are
I
great.
fucking knew that you were gonna be like,
I love my short kings, and you know what?
well, you're a tall bitch. You better.
She's not that tall.
I'm 5'9".
Oh shit, are you
I'm
really?
taller than both my parents. Well, these shoes are like make me taller.
Yeah, me and you are probably about the same height.
I'm 5'9".
I'm so short. Everybody seems tall to me, so I don't know.
Well, both my, like I said, I'm taller than both my parents. But no, short king. I fucking forgot what I was gonna say.
Are we talking about a dude? Because if we're talking about
Short
a dude,
king.
All right,
yeah.
so you
I'm
know
here
that
for
now?
I
it.
think it's immature for women to be like, oh, I don't want to date him because he's too short. And
I
I'm like,
agree.
okay, well, maybe they don't want to date you because you don't have any tits, but we were all born a certain way. And we
I
can't
totally
help
agree.
it.
Totally agree.
I think it's immature. I will die on that hill.
Yeah, I don't really care. This is the way, like, and I don't consider myself short any fucking way.
You're not.
I'm not
How tall are
You're
you
not
though?
short.
5'9".
Okay,
You're not-
yeah,
you're
no.
not short.
Yeah.
And again, I'm 5'1", so everybody's
Well,
taller than me.
Janelle thinks it was funny, and it is funny.
I think
so,
it's funny. I
So
think you should
for
own it.
everybody who doesn't know, Deep Eddie's sponsor on the show, and every month I'm up here, they name a shot after me. So last month it was a trailer park shot. The month before it was the Josh Terry shot, which I thought it was very weird because I didn't want
You like shooting
my
yourself?
name in everybody's mouth. Like, it just felt like weird that I was in everybody's
he
mouth.
does.
And I had to keep telling everybody to go put me in their mouth. Like, I thought that was weird.
You know that meme? Where
How many
that, like,
times
that
is he gonna
lady
say?
Gets up where she's like,
I kind of thought it was
gets
weird.
up and walks away. That was
How
what I
many
wanted
times
to
is
do.
he gonna
Yeah.
say that he got to be in everyone's mouth?
I got to be in everybody's mouth
You
that
were-
night. But anyway.
Now that's immature.
So Janelle, thank you. So Janelle decided this month
you not finish
that it
it?
was going to be the short king shot, just to be an asshole.
That bitch is like, look at her.
Look at her.
First of all, she mixed it.
Go ahead.
Swallow it.
After hearing
Do you just
after
swallow
hearing
or
y'all's
spit?
conversation about swallowing spitting yesterday, I'd rather you
Do you
swallow
know
it.
how much Deep Eddy lemon that I consume?
That is not what I thought she was gonna say.
No, that's
The amount of Deep
But
Eddy
I'm glad it went that direction.
that we consume at Barstool, I'm pretty sure that Barstool has the highest Deep Eddy lemon vodka sales in the entire fucking state.
I
Can-
really like it now.
I do too. I like it mixed
Wait.
with water.
You got to try the pineapple. Wait, hear
They-
me out.
they just sent
You
me
know
a
what a
bottle
White
of it.
Walker is, right?
A what?
Somebody made me a shot of it the
Yes,
other day.
it's like the blue shot.
Yeah.
It's Deep Eddy lemon vodka with coconut Red Bull. Well, one of the reps was at Tin Roof, and she brought in
Kelsey?
I don't know her name.
Oh.
This was like a month ago. She was bringing in Deep Eddy pineapple, and she was like, "You should make a White Walker with it." It tasted like a pina colada, and I was like, "I will literally. This is my dying drink right here.
Yeah.
It is so good."
We'll have to get some tonight.
I like anything with a Red Bull mixed in it though,
But
because
I
it gives
don't
you a
know.
little zing.
But no, we have to have the highest sales in the state. We go through so much Deep Eddy lemon, it's unreal.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Unreal.
We're doing pretty good here
Well,
with it too.
you know your demographic.
Well, also people are like, "Oh, like what shot should we take?" And I'm like, "Rumple Mints," and they're like, "No," and I'm like, "White Walkers."
No. If we're having a good night, we're going romps.
Or I'm like, or
let me
you're taking
tell-
a White Walker, so we
let-
automatically promote
Let me
it.
tell y'all what I did last night with Rumplemints.
You did. When
you
did that
already
happen?
had left. This is wonderful. Chris Anducci
oh,
was fucking having a great time last night. And you know how everybody thinks that all I drink is tequila. Like, I take shots of tequila. When I'm giving artists shots, it's usually tequila. Well, he thought
He doesn't handle tequila well.
he thought I was bringing him. He
sending it
thought
to
I
him.
was bringing him a shot of tequila on stage. It was
Who?
Chris
Andrucci.
Anducci. I brought him. Bitch, don't turn your nose up that much.
No, I love Chris.
I love him so much. I brought him a shot of Rumplemint and didn't tell him it wasn't tequila.
Oh, that's awesome.
How
I
does
can't-
he, how
why
did he not
you?
smell it?
And why didn't you
Let's
video
just say
this?
he was having a really good time.
Well,
he
the
never-
video, the video you posted did not like tell the same story as your caption.
I'll show you the other
Thank you.
videos in a minute.
I saw water.
No, I'll show you the other videos in a minute. But he hit it, and when it hit his throat and he realized it wasn't tequila, I thought that Rumplemint was going over every blonde that was standing
No
there
way.
drooling over foreign walling.
That's hilarious.
I
Oh,
thought,
the poor baby
oh
foreign walling.
my God, me and old
That's
Bryson sat there and fucking cried, laughing at him for the next 2 hours. It's one of the best times I've ever had at Losers.
Fuck you. I
It-
had gone home.
Oh my God.
I was texting people that were there though.
Nikki had to hold me up a couple of times because I was laughing so fucking
Oh,
hard.
I thought it was because you were that fucked up.
No,
I was like, poor
I'm
Nikki.
telling you, I was crying. I'm talking about tears
Oh
pouring
damn!
down my
Well, now
fucking
a lot of things
face.
make sense now, though. That's all I'm gonna say. That doesn't need to be said on here, but a lot of things make sense.
What?
It
Can't
was,
say on here. I'll tell you later.
It was wonderful.
What was?
Just seeing.
He had a great time. I left at like 1 a.m. So we're talking about an hour, and y'all went to Red Door. So did you go to Red Door at 2?
Oh, we went to Red Door at close.
Yeah. So y'all went and got potato
Yeah,
salad.
y'all were eating something.
Potato
potato
salad.
salad. There's best taste salad in the fucking
Okay,
world.
okay. But the tater tots are the fucking best.
No.
I've
Tater
had-
salad.
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
I don't
get
know.
it. I love the potato salad, but the potato tots are just
It ain't never even
Ooh.
fucking
Did you say
migrated
potato
there.
tots?
you potato tots.
I ain't never even got to them. I ain't never went
They're
past
so
the potato salad.
fucking crispy and like. Oh,
I've never gotten past the potato
I've
salad.
never
I
got
know.
past
I
potato
get
salad.
it. I
'Cause
totally
I'm gonna
do
be
get
honest
it.
with you, love Red Door, but
I,
it's the only safe thing to eat.
what?
It's the only safe thing to eat there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well,
What-
and are you sure it's safe?
Probably not, but it's the safest thing possible.
Hadn't killed
I think
me
there's
yet.
meth in there. There's something that's
No,
in
Put
there.
their
I would
dick
be
in
having
it
a
is what
lot
they
better
do.
time.
They
What?
put their dick in it is what they do.
Then
That's probably
everybody
why
swallowed.
you like it so much, but that's probably not why I do. I think
Well,
it's
you
the bacon
pretty much
bits for
love
me.
it, so maybe
That's crazy because I haven't been to Red Door in like almost a year. So
Well, you remember how good it is.
I
bitch.
love that place, but I also do love music, so I go back and forth. Which
Well, that's my only problem, and also too.
And
And
I
I'm
get
not
tired of
knocking it
making
because it always be
conversation.
special. It ain't what it used to be.
I know.
Like every time I go there now, because I remember the days like I'd walk in there and I'd get to sit down with like Bobby and Vaden and
Same thing with
Hasten and
Losers.
everybody, and it was just like it was the best. The first time I brought Riley up here, oh God, it was. I'll always remember because I remember him grinning fucking ear to ear. It was Dallas Davidson, Bobby, Hasten and Vaden, me, and Riley got to sit there, and he was just.
He was in awe.
He was in awe. Like, and he
I've
was-
met some really
and
amazing
he was
people there.
just, and that was one of my favorite nights.
what, he was in awe of the tater salad?
Yeah. He was in
Well,
awe
we
of
should have
Bobby
gotten the tater tots.
and Dallas and everybody. And now it's like when you go in there like last night, I can't tell you a single fucking person.
And it's
that
a
I knew in
conversation
there.
place. And so if I'm going to have conversation, I would like it to at least be meaningful conversation.
One of the,
But yeah,
one of the-
Losers is the same way. Losers has changed a lot just in the last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
And I'm going to not say anything else
I'm
about
just
that.
gonna plead the fifth on all those comments.
No, you don't. I get totally. We can. I
well,
can
I'm
read
still
your
gonna
mind.
go to those places and I love them.
Oh, I
But-
love it. I love it.
I guess though, but too,
The front row.
where
did change
social
that.
media helps a lot of things, it also hurts a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So like those places used to be cool to us, and I think it was cool to a lot of people. But now all of a sudden, because and I love Riley Green just as much as the next fucking person. Riley Green's made it to where every blonde with fucking white cowboy boots wants to go stand there all night.
Maybe Riley will show
Maybe
up.
Riley would show up.
can see him from
and
afar.
And then because of that, every fucking moron that used to go to Broadway that don't even like country music's coming in there because he's chasing blondes. And it's like,
Wait, he likes brunettes too.
and it's like, you going to fuck on. Like, y'all
no,
please
he's definitely
leave.
a blonde man.
He's a blonde.
He used to be my regular at Winners.
I can't say anything else. Like I don't know.
I am just.
I don't want to
let's
say
change
too
the
much.
subject
yeah.
because
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna get in trouble
Let's
for
talk
the
about
things I
you,
say.
Josh.
Yeah, no,
So what was the point of this episode? First,
Josh,
we're talking about kids.
How have you been doing?
I think we were supposed to talk about relationships, but I want to go back to making you awkward real fast because
Which part?
I think she blushed a little bit right here.
It wasn't blushing. It's a matter of knowing that you can't say anything else.
I mean, my NDA expired. I don't give a fuck. But I mean,
It don't matter if there's an NDA or not. Like you ain't trying to
I'm
piss
just,
people
yeah,
off.
I still have a lot of friends that work at some of these places,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna bash them just for.
I'm not
their
bashing them.
pocket's
Exactly.
sake, but
Yeah.
I do have a lot to say.
Yeah. No, trust me. I'm still going to go to Losers and spend more money there than anywhere else.
I'm just glad
I
you can
love-
go back there now.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I'm glad I'm not banned anymore.
When I first met Josh,
That 6-month ban was fucking hell.
when I first met Josh, he couldn't go, and that really fucked up my night
Why?
The
he was
Post
banned.
Malone thing.
because he paid someone else's tab.
Oh, I remember. Okay, anyway.
The Post Malone thing.
All right, so.
All posty.
What
It
was
wasn't
the
his
point
fault.
Of this episode?
We're going to talk
I
about
think we're
Josh.
supposed to talk about relationships.
We're talking about Josh, yeah.
I don't know. There was shit that y'all were talking about yesterday. I was like, you know what? This would be a
Why
good.
were we talking
No,
about your relationship?
hold on a second. Because what
Not-
we were
not
talking about
mine, just-
yesterday,
we were just talking about relationships in general.
what we were talking about
What were we talking
yesterday,
about
you did not like.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Well, I don't know if I can say on here because
What?
I don't know if he's rated like that.
What?
Wait, am I not allowed to say whatever I want anymore?
Yeah, why?
Oh no, you can say whatever you
Well,
want.
because you have sponsors, and I didn't know if you wanted me to like talk about a winner.
We can
or
bleep
something.
anything out, right?
You can still talk about Wiener.
Yeah, but you.
I wouldn't
Do
have
we have to
invited
call
you
it out?
on.
Do we have to
Bitch,
call it a
of course-
wiener?
Of course, you're going to talk about Wiener. It's you. A peenie?
A peen.
A peen, ooh, but
Peener?
ooh, but I don't want a peen. I want something that's better than a peen.
God
Well, anyways,
damn.
no.
See,
I mean, I don't
this-
talk.
we're
I
not-
don't. I'm not sexual on my podcast.
Well, I mean, I don't want you to sit here and fucking moan and shit.
Please
but
don't.
like whatever,
I've never done that.
I imagine you
I
haven't.
don't do that in the moment.
First off, I don't do that on.
Never.
It's like a damn library in
No.
my house.
You know that little kid? He's like, well, apparently, I've been on television
I
before.
fucking hate you. I fucking
like-
hate you.
It was great.
Can we talk about that? Okay,
They're
all
like-
right. I have something
He's
I would
like,
like to
Okay,
talk about.
Grandpa
okay.
was watching the Powerball.
Can we talk about the fact that all men think that they give women orgasms?
No, we
And
do
they-
not.
and
No, they
they
do not.
don't.
No, we do not.
No, they do not.
Don't try.
No.
Don't try.
This is why you getting blocked.
No,
I know.
I'm telling you, no, we do not.
Okay,
Dumbasses
you're
do.
one of my best friends for a reason.
Yeah, no, I do not.
Well, we're gonna go majority.
They're dumbasses.
Since
Y'all-
I don't
look,
agree with that.
Look, I'm just gonna tell you, a man, if they are
I wish I could
logical,
agree with
if they fucking have got any sense to themselves,
Agreed,
they realize, men, we are like a fucking scratch and sniff. Y'all are like a Rubik's cube. Like it's,
I wouldn't
I'm
go
not
to
sure the
scratch
scratch
and
and
sniff.
sniff is a
yeah.
good analogy.
but that's how easy it is. Like you,
It's not.
is it
No.
fresh fish or not?
I'm telling you, that's how easy it is. You scratch it, you get what you're getting.
That's not.
Okay,
Let's not.
y'all, I got a fucking.
Anyway, back to what
Can
I
we
said.
have some more D-Buddy?
Yeah, we'll find some more in
Can
just a second.
somebody- Nikki, can you find
I'm
the
just
deep
saying,
buddies?
I've got buddies. I got buddies too, and I hear the stuff that they say, and I hear how they talk about.
you
Like,
know what I'm- do you know what I'm
We
talking
talk
about?
Worse.
oh no, I'm saying how they talk about the women they sleep with.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting back, and I'm like, y'all don't know the women I'm friends with,
I'm
and
like,
how
yeah,
they
we
and
talk
they and
worse
how
than
they
y'all.
talk because they're not friends with women. Like, and
That's
I
a problem.
Yeah,
and
that
I-
sucks
and-
for them.
And I hear y'all.
Remind me not to
My
move
tit
there.
just hit me.
And I hear y'all all the time, and I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to fuck again.
Okay, so does that?
Like,
But I'm like, but we're talking just like y'all.
Yeah.
So
But
like,
you
why
have-
is it?
y'all are way worse.
You have insight that some guys don't have.
Yeah, I wish I didn't most of the time.
Okay,
But you-
unpopular opinion, I think that it is healthy to a certain extent. It is healthy for a man to have good, like, or best girlfriends.
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
I
just
do
like,
too.
okay,
I do. I 100%.
It's very
As
healthy.
long as it's placed properly when you're in a relationship.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it's healthy, and to me, I think it's a red flag if they don't.
Yeah, I take.
And unpopular opinion. So.
Yeah.
No, I get how you could feel like it's unpopular, but there's.
Well, if you're dating an insecure woman,
Or
if
you
you're,
shouldn't- man,
you
yeah.
shouldn't
if
be
you're dating
her
an
anyway.
insecure woman, it's a fucking. They hate it. But to me, any woman I've ever dated, I do my best to be like, this is Caroline,
Mm-hmm.
this is Leah. Be their friend because they're my fucking friend.
And also, we would never disrespect your relationship.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
You are
there is a
absolutely
difference.
Yeah,
right.
like I never like that's I don't ever like hide anybody like in my life for one, but then two, I don't hide my friends either. Like so it's like you get on my goddamn nerves like nobody's business, but I'd fight half the fucking town for you.
Yeah.
And I love you to death, and if somebody's gonna be around me, they would have to be friends with you guys. But also they gotta know that I can sit here and talk this kind of shit with y'all and know that the stuff that y'all say probably helps me grow as a man and know probably more what she wants.
And what you say helps me grow as a woman. I had
Same.
I had a little bit of an epiphany about a week ago, and having a conversation with a male friend of mine. There's two different Leahs. Like there's single Leah and there's relationship Leah, which I'm sure everyone's
the
like.
same way.
I'm sure that everyone's like that. But
Yeah,
I had
I'm
like
the same way.
I had like a ding dong moment because relationship Leah is very committed, very loyal, very respectful. I cherish and adore and love marriage, even though I have been married twice and it has failed. I still do. Like I really respect it. Single Leah does whatever the fuck she wants to do, and I will speak about it, and I have no shame about it. I think single Leah might have been overlooked by some good guys because single Leah was single and kind of hard. Because a good guy's like, that's not wife material.
No, that's stupid.
Okay, I understand what point you're trying to make because it's kind of like when I said earlier, like people are like, oh, when you're like, oh, you look at your Instagram and they're like, oh, you know, she seems so nice. Like people, some of the stuff that does come out of my mouth, like everybody's thinking it, but they're not saying it.
Yeah.
Same.
And so they're like, yeah, she's not
How
she's not
dare
wife
you.
material. She said
How
something.
dare
She said
you.
that, like, how dare you like say something that everybody was thinking anyways.
That if we were sitting at brunch, you would be like
Well,
yelling
first
across
off-
the table.
But the thing is like I'm like I have a filter, and when I know my audience, and I know when I need to put on that filter, and like parents love me. It's yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes or no sir,
Same.
and I mean I'm like I'm a completely different person, and I'm like
Yeah,
that's
same.
the thing is like people people overlook that. They're like, oh, well, she's just really like, she's kind of trashy for saying that. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah, I
not.
don't think you can look
But
at it like that.
I think that if you get to actually know me,
That's
all
what I'm saying.
three
Like,
of
I get
us,
the point that you're trying
yeah,
to make.
all three of us deserve the opportunity to actually be gotten. I'm trying to say, actually known,
Not
like
being
our
judged
real
by its cover.
person. So my outside persona, who you meet in public immediately, that's a guarded person. I'm being genuine, I'm being real, but I'm guarded.
Yeah.
To meet me and know me, then you realize that I have a lot of values, I have a lot of standards, I have morals. But I could see where watching my podcast or watching us that you're like, oh, that girl, a hoe.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Caroline,
Yeah,
when are you gonna settle down? And I'm like,
Yeah, but see, I don't believe in that though, because my thing is
people
It-
are intimidated by it.
everybody's
Because they can't do it.
Well, everybody's wrong for you except for one person, if you believe in what I believe in, right? So the one person that's right for you, they're gonna get what you're going through. They're gonna get why you're posting what you're doing. They're gonna get the stuff you say.
You're
They're
exactly.
gonna understand you.
You're right.
So it doesn't matter. Like they're gonna actually understand. So I don't give a fuck if 99.9% of the world doesn't understand what the fuck I'm doing for a living or the stuff I say or what I do.
That's the story
I
of my
just
life.
want that 0.0001%. I just want that one person to get it.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't care if I turn everybody off. I just want to turn that one person on.
I will say I am too old now to go backwards. I'm gonna live
Yeah.
my
Well,
life
that's
the
how
most
you ought to
authentic
be.
way possible, and
Yeah.
this is what makes me happy. Like this is truly like my passion. It fulfills me, makes me happy.
Well, my dad doesn't even know that I do any of this podcast and shit.
That's probably smart.
Literally has exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can see like, oh, if they're like, hey, like somebody's mom has social media, and they're gonna go look me up, and they're gonna be like, this is who you brought home. Like that's why I've kind of like strayed
But
away
also-
from like talking about certain things.
But if you're dating somebody whose mom is gonna go look up social media and judge you from that, can you see the next 40 years of your life?
Well, not even that.
it's to a certain extent.
Look at it like this too. Even if the mom goes and looks you up, if the son didn't sit there and stand up for you and say, hey, this is what she does for a living.
agree.
But this isn't her. This is her job. Get to know her. If he doesn't sit there and back you,
Yeah. I
like
agree with
that's
that.
the biggest red flag of it all.
You're right.
I do agree with that, but I don't know. It's just kind of like it's our parents' generation that is still stuck in that mindset of like, oh, you
Yeah,
can't
but you
say
can't-
stuff
you-
like that.
Yeah, but you
And
can't let
you
the
don't- you're
sins
not
of
a-
our mothers and fathers and their understanding affect you.
No, I know.
But if
Yeah.
you're not a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher,
Like my dad would shit the whole state if he knew I was talking like this.
I'm pretty sure my dad is going to have a fucking heart attack whenever my episode comes out tomorrow. But that's beside the point. What he said is true. It's
Yeah.
true. But if you have a man that's mom is how we're talking about her being, he probably is not going to have enough backbone to stand up for you.
Okay, I agree with
I'd
that.
rather have the woman that went to her mom and daddy and was like, you're giving him a chance.
But
'Cause
these
it-
are all
'cause
the
he's a
things
good
that us
man.
as women we need to recognize as real red flags instead of his hands are small or he this or that. Like
Yeah.
these are real red flags because this is what your whole future would look like. And you as a man need to recognize a woman who is her empowerment is actually just controlling.
Oh, yeah.
See, but wait, hold on. I do see this is like the friendship part where we're like this y'all's advice on that like helps me grow as a person, like looking at a different perspective because I mean I know y'all are older than me, but not by much, but still like it's
listen
nice
to
to
your
hear
elders,
it's not,
girl.
I think I had my
it's
period.
nice to listen to the elders.
Fucking bitch.
I'm pretty sure I had
It
my
sounded
period when she
funny
was
when I
born.
said it. It sounded disrespectful as fuck when you did.
Anywho, how you want some help, honey?
Say the fucking thing you was about to say,
Elders.
child.
It's okay. I have to do that at Barstool. I'm like, respect your elders. There's like a server that's 18. I'm like, them titties ain't 18. No, she is hot as fuck.
I was about
And
to
I'm
say,
like,
how old are those
No,
titties?
she's 18, and I'm like, don't even look at her.
Are they?
I'm like, don't look at her, and she's like walking around.
Bouncing them
she
bitches?
is fuck.
Shut.
No, listen.
Those are new boobies, aren't
She's-
they?
No, they're real.
Well, I mean, like I meant
Pause
new
this real
growing.
fast. I'm about to piss for I said his 18-year-old's tits. Ready? What did y'all do?
What did we do?
All right, make us a shot. Considering that none of us remember what you were talking about before the break besides the 18-year-old.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, her
We're not
titty.
talking
It was
about
her titties. But we're not doing titty talk anymore.
No
not
titty
like that.
talk.
And
No titty talk.
I have to say this
I'm
is a
so
little bit
impressed by you
unhinged.
when you do this. Are you
that's a
staring
lot
at the camera?
That's a lot of pouring.
The eye contact. It's the eye contact for me. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Meow.
You put the lotion on the skin.
Oh, yes, you do.
Or else has got to fuck Caroline
I
again.
see.
What'd you say?
She didn't hear you.
What'd you say?
Nothing. You said it puts the lotion or the skin.
It puts
on
the
skin.
lotion on the skin.
I said, or else has got to fuck Caroline again.
God, I don't know. Wiener.
Same.
I just don't.
Are we
look-
talking about peen or wiener?
No, we're not going down this road. I don't want to go down this road with you two.
You said you did, though.
Not the sex road with you two.
Oh, guys, you can't keep up.
I like the relationship thing, that everything that we was talking about, and
Are
that
you
was good.
are you making the white block thing?
This Hasten
Jesus Christ. Thank
Put
you.
it on the tip.
I don't know how those. They're okay.
Okay.
It's hard.
Thank you. What are these, Caroline?
You should have Googled a better toast.
They're.
Oh, I got one.
No, wait. Let me Google it. Let me Google it.
I got a good one.
No,
How
I
about y'all
want to
both
Google
do
it.
one and then we can decide which one's better?
Okay.
Hold on.
But she's going to Google one, and I know one.
Okay, hold on.
I'll do mine first, then, since you're
I'm gonna
Googling.
type in dirty toast.
It's going to be
Are
a
you
picture
chat
of you.
GPTing it or are you Googling it?
Googling it.
It's going to be a picture of her.
That she's a dirty toast?
Yeah. What are
These are
you?
lame as fuck.
I don't have
Hold
any
on.
X's in
All
Texas.
right, I'm going to do a nice one. You ready?
No.
What? Fine. Fucking say yours.
Hold on. Give me a second.
She's
Not recording or
she's
nothing.
taking a long time.
Are we? Wait.
Yeah, we've been recording.
Can we skip
Okay, you ready for this?
skip the dead
This is
spots?
funny. This.
She probably didn't read the punchline.
This is no idea. This is really funny.
Okay.
Gentlemen, and ladies,
Oh, thank you.
to a good selection, no rejection, a strong erection, a clean injection, and no infection.
Hell fucking yeah. And no babies. No babies. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a lot.
I
Oh,
know,
that
I
was
poured a
good.
li- That's good.
That's good.
I'm going to make my...
Okay, so I'm just going to be the one to get shit-faced. And
That
y'all...
was good as fuck.
What time is it? Like 12 o'clock in the day?
No, that's when we were
It was
supposed to
good.
start.
It was very good. That's why I poured it in my nasty drink.
What?
What does this mean?
Are you still reading Dirty
Here's to the-
Toast?
well, because it's from Texas A&M, and I went
Okay.
down there for college.
Did you?
Here's to the
Because
girls
you
that
sucked dick in
kiss.
Texas A&M one time. Don't mean
What'd
you
you
went to
learn
college
there?
there.
No, I literally typed in dirty toast, and it's literally a Texas Aggies website.
I'm just
Okay.
glad it didn't go straight to Baton Rouge,
Here's to
Louisiana.
the girls that kiss so sweet that make things stand with that have no feet.
Your dick.
I'm
No
guessing.
shit, Sherlock. That's
Yeah.
that's a peen.
That's a pain.
Well, I didn't get it at first.
Really?
I'm surprised. Soon
Here's
as-
to the women we love and the women we fuck. May they never meet.
That's solid.
That's supposed to
That's
be-
solid
Over
and
the lips,
a little
past
too
the
realistic.
gums, look out, stomach, here it comes.
What about ass
that's
and
y'all-
tongues and
that
stomach?
was literally y'all's conversation while I was eating my hamburger yesterday.
About eating ass?
No, when y'all was talking all that nasty shit while I was eating yesterday.
Wait, what did we say? We're talking about it swallowing?
Yeah, Caroline's like, we can't talk about that. Yeah, but you can't.
It wasn't that exciting, actually.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Sugar in the
God
bowl,
damn.
coffee in the cup, poker in the butt, you won't knock her up.
that is true.
Yeah.
What'd you say, amen?
Wait, Nikki said, hell yeah.
She's like, hell yeah, brother. You know
She-
what?
wait,
Hell
Nikki,
yeah.
are you Catholic? No. Ah, because I was going to say, that makes complete sense.
Just a good time.
She's still a virgin if it's in the butt.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
Catholic girls are still virgins if it's
I
in the
don't
butt.
like the butt. The butt is not for
I don't
me.
like that. Let's not talk about that.
That's a weird.
That's
uh-uh.
nasty.
I agree, butt's not fun.
No, we're not talking about that.
That's what makes you awkward.
These are my, that, obviously.
Do you
No,
not-
I'm not
do you
awkward
kn-
about it, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But that right there is what you're like. I don't want to talk about.
She did that.
No, I don't mind talking about it, but I'm just like, let's talk about something else.
we can
something
definitely-
of substance.
There's nothing
Yeah, let's
sexy
go
that's-
back to what we were talking about earlier. If
The
you can.
18-year-old's tits.
before that.
I mean, you said substance.
Oh, it's not substance.
You were fixing to ask a question.
At least it's legal.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, it's not.
It is
no,
legal.
It's technically,
It is, but it's not.
technically
It's
legal.
not.
But
It's
No,
not
if
if
morally.
you don't
That's what
pay
I
your
say.
own
No,
health
but that's what I
insurance,
say.
if
It's
you don't pay
not.
your own health insurance, you don't get to hit on me.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. If I can't take you to the casino, I can't gamble on you.
Wait, if you can't go to the casino, you can't date them?
Yeah, if you can't go to the casino, I'm not gambling on you.
Oh, that's cute, Daddy.
Smile. That's fucking
I don't
funny.
want you to ever make eye contact with me again. When you say that, Leah.
Yeah, please don't ever say that
Well,
again.
yeah.
Well, I did not make
I don't- I
I did
don't-
not make eye contact
You
when I said
did.
it.
You
No, I
did.
didn't.
Yes,
No,
you
you might
did.
have thought I did, but I didn't.
Okay, well, smile.
Well, you got cross-eyed real quick then.
That's probably more
It's a
accurate.
boomerang.
I don't like the daddy thing
Do you
anyway.
hate that? Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I look like a 40-year-old.
Well, you are. God forbid
I don't
you
like
act
that
your age.
filter.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm so sweaty in here.
You are. I look like I fucking got buckwheat in a headlock.
What is that?
You never watched Little Rascals?
Oh, yeah, wait.
No, yeah, wait.
Damn it, you moved.
Sorry, my bad.
You were laughing. It was cute.
When
No,
y'all when
we're
y'all get
recording,
done,
yeah.
taking
Yeah, we
pictures.
can. Just go ahead. I want her to laugh again so I can just. No, that was
Anyway.
terrible.
Yeah, I know, because it was fake.
I'll just do it.
I don't do fake well. There's one thing you will know about me. If it's fake, you know it's fake. Except for other things.
Yeah,
Apparently, a man should know if it's fake.
I think we all do. I think some of us just lie to
do you
ourselves.
just in denial?
I mean, I always just don't care. And I know that sounds shitty, but if you're going to take the time to fake it,
Do you hate that?
I'm probably just going to like
I
play
don't
it
hate
off.
it. I don't hate it. It's a lot of titties.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I have to post a quote.
She's
What
helping
quote
me
are
out.
you posting to her boomerang?
A boomerang?
You said if you don't pay your own health insurance, then you can't talk to me. You can't hit on me.
You can't hit on me if you don't pay your own health insurance. By the way, can you add someone on? Because I'm a 43-year-old that doesn't have health insurance.
Wait, I have to take a different one because I don't like the fact that it
Hey,
says
I work for
Tuesday.
myself. It's a struggle.
I don't have health insurance.
Okay, all right, don't give me the fucking look then.
If I get sick, I'm fucked.
I just have to be sick.
Yeah, I go to CVS a lot.
Yeah, if Sudafed doesn't fix it, then we just gotta live through it.
That's what a lot of meth heads say.
Wait, I
A
don't like
lot.
that one either. Wait, what did you
A
just say?
fucking lot.
If Sudafed doesn't fix it, I have to just live in it.
Meth heads.
That's fucked up.
It's the truth. Welcome
Yeah,
to
that's
South
what
Georgia.
happens when you're old and broke.
Look the other way.
Caroline, what the fuck?
I didn't like that one.
I'm not even trying. I'm sorry.
I don't know what she's doing.
Whatever, I'll fucking do
She's
it
trying
later.
to
Thank
help me,
you.
but I'm not
Sorry.
being a good.
I got
I'm not
hyper-focused on it
being
for
a good
second.
model.
No shit.
Anyway, back to I can't
I don't
say
know.
it
The last
'cause
10 minutes has been her taking goddamn boomerangs.
she lost her shot cup.
She's lost her goddamn mind. That's what she's lost.
No,
that was
oh, wait,
Josh's.
what are you doing?
Is she just now taking that fucking shot? Or
And
rest
she
of
gave
it?
me ugly eyes for mixing mine into my drink.
That's just her look. That's not ugly.
Don't be
eyes.
rude. Remember, her whole Instagram looks sweet and kind.
I know her in
I am
person.
sweet and kind.
That she uses
I know
the sweet
the
and
real
kind
life.
filter.
I
Caroline.
do have the biggest heart.
You are sweet.
I actually really do like her.
I will literally go to the ends of the earth for my friends, so don't even.
I'm the same way. You are one of my favorite people.
And I
Carol.
love the fact that that bitch was like, I'm going home.
When?
Oh yeah.
Like one of the first times I met you, I was like, we're going out. She's like, I'm going home. I'm done. I was like, please come out. No, I'm going home. I'm done.
Yeah.
My,
There's
my dog misses me.
I don't know. I just get in them moods where I'm like, when I'm ready to go to bed, Granny Carol's going to bed.
Okay, but do you run out of documentaries to watch? Because that happens to me.
No, I just kind of, you're going to judge me, but it's very therapeutic.
I'm not gonna judge.
To like watch TikTok before I go to bed.
Oh, that's probably not healthy.
uh-uh.
But you know what? What's on your what's your algorithm?
What do you mean?
What's the most thing what's the most you see on your
What do you
TikTok?
constantly see? Like mine's a lot of like devotionals and scriptures right
Oh,
now. But
shit, mine is
but it
half-naked
used to be,
cowboys.
Mine is
but it used
like-
to be like big booty bitches.
Mine's half naked
Like
cowboys.
mine's completely changed over the past like year.
Mine is like funny stuff, but it's like not cringy funny stuff. Like it changes all the time. Cause like every time like you hit like the search bar or something, because you want to find
Yep,
out more, like your algorithm changes. But I mean, it's mostly funny things or like stuff that I should probably buy off of like Amazon or another website, like useful
Ooh,
things. Like
I-
it is.
I do get a lot
but
of shopping
most
stuff.
most of it is funny because me and my friends, like, we just always send. It is therapeutic when you're ADHD and like you have to calm your brain down. Like I won't respond to anybody, but like for some reason watching TikTok and scrolling through just like calms my brain down, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm done, and I'll put my phone on the nightstand, and then I'll go to bed.
Real question. How annoyed do you get whenever people do try to contact you while you're scrolling?
Doesn't annoy me. I just won't
Do
respond.
you respond?
I just don't
Well,
respond.
okay, but wait. So most people won't contact me after like 10 o'clock because they know that I'm probably asleep.
She
If
has,
you
she has
know
done
me,
it right.
but they won't contact me after 10 p.m. And if they do, they know that I will not respond to them until the morning.
I have an after 9 o'clock
and I get
rule.
up at 6:30 every morning on the dot.
Good
Well-
for you. That's actually
No,
really
it's 'cause
healthy.
of my fucking dogs.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I know. I
Well,
know.
that's because you're probably a hooker in church.
We're not in church and we're not hookers.
What? I've got like this rule now, like if, regardless of what it is, and like he could be a best friend, if I'm just not in the mood to respond to you at the time and have a conversation, I just don't.
Yeah.
Well, I
And it-
have my read receipts.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing against you.
Yeah, I know, I
It's
know.
just, I've got it in my head now to where it's like everybody ought to have like their mental health and their self-interest out for themselves, right?
They should prioritize
Like, they should
themselves.
prioritize themselves.
Yeah.
Because that's what you should be doing for yourself. That's what I expect anybody to do for themselves. So like I should do it for myself.
Well, like I said,
Okay.
everybody,
So, like,
y'all are judging me for that shit.
No,
I'm not.
absolutely
No,
not.
I'm not.
Do
So-
you get texts from people that you know are problematic and you see the text pop up and you go, I'm not going to read it?
Oh, I won't even open. If I know that you're a problem,
'Cause I
I'm
do
not
that for
even
sure.
opening a text. Now, like I've got really, really good friends though that I'll have to like text a couple of days later and be like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Just so you know, I love you. I just didn't feel like talking at the time." But it's literally it's my mental health. Like there's just days I don't want to talk.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
But
No,
it's like
100%.
I can't carry on if I don't feel like I can carry on a conversation with you, I'm not going to give you half of a conversation. I'm not going to just be talking to you to be talking to you. If I'm talking to you, I want it to be let's have a real conversation. Let's be friends or whatever.
That's whenever you find out who really are your friends and who
Yeah.
aren't.
I
Because
I
the ones who
apologize.
aren't will
Riley's
get
sitting over
annoyed.
there. I do it to him probably just about as bad as I do it to anybody.
I'm so glad you said that.
He,
Though.
he checks in on me and just all the time like a good friend would do. And there's just days.
Does he not respond?
Yeah.
He doesn't respond to
But
me
I'm
most of
more,
the
Yeah.
time.
yeah, no,
Yeah, I
I
do-
get that. I'm the
but-
same way.
Yeah, like but it's not him, it's not you, it's not any of my friends. It's like literally some days I put my phone down
As you should.
and I just refuse. I refuse to pay attention. And this is going to sound, I don't know exactly how it's going to sound. I refuse to pay attention to anything that day that I don't want to pay attention to.
That's what I meant by not responding.
Yeah,
so
like-
some
like,
days
and it
I know
doesn't-
that
it's-
my mental state is like it's gonna really break me.
Yeah,
It's,
like-
if I read something.
Well, your mental state and people, they really kind of fuck this up. And the more I dive into like mental health and stuff, your mental health is what you make it. You either can be the hero of your story or you can be the villain of your story. You can go through therapy, you can go through counseling, you can go through every little bit of it. But at some point in time, you have to take accountability. You have to say, hey, I'm tired of being this way. My brain got wired this way because of trauma and everything else. The only way that it gets rewired is if I rewire myself. I have to set boundaries for myself, not my friends, not the people I love, not anybody else. I have to say, hey, I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of feeling like this. If I don't want to talk today, I have to know that it's okay for me not to talk today. I can apologize to those people tomorrow and let them know it's nothing against you. I love you.
and like I said, the wrong ones will fall off.
Yeah, and but that's the good thing about that. The
But
people
some
who
people are
don't.
not comfortable with people falling off, whether they're good or bad.
Okay, well that's the good thing about it is if they fall off, they're probably not supposed to be in your life. They
They're
don't
not.
understand that you were looking out for yourself that day. Then they're all in. They're too concerned with themselves. They don't care about you.
Okay, my next question for you is if you're having a really, really bad day, and you know what I mean by really
Yeah.
bad day, if you decide, if you finally are like, I'm going to reach out to someone,
Yeah.
and they don't respond to you, how do you handle that?
you know they're not there for you. But also, too, if you're having a really bad day, like one of the things that I have found out, you really don't need to reach out. You need to find an activity or something that you can do that you can depend on yourself.
That's true.
Because you have to pick
Definitely.
yourself up first.
Yeah, because you are looking for validation or like a
that's what
security blanket. You're
yeah.
absolutely right.
You want somebody else to tell you it's going to be okay. But
Mm-hmm.
the truth is, you have to tell yourself it's going to be okay first.
That's true. That is a very good point.
The second you are able to be the person that tells yourself it's going to be okay is the second that your mindset changes. Like you're going to have fucking bad days. You're going to have horrible fucking days. But when you start realizing, hey, I've had a lot of fucking bad days, but I've made it through every
I'm
one of
still
them
doing
bad
them.
days. Like, how many times have you said, this is the worst day of my life?
Just go to sleep.
I've said it a fucking 1,000 times, but I've made it through every worst day of my
I
life.
haven't said this is the worst day of my life, but I have had days where it's like, what's the point? Not not like I'm suicidal, but like,
Yeah.
what
No,
am
I've
what
had
am I
those
do?
days.
Like, what am I doing here? How?
Well,
is-
I'm a suicide survivor from like 14 years ago or 15 years ago now. But like, and that's the thing. When you get to that point, you start trying to like, I've been at the bottom of the bottom and I don't ever want to go back there again. So you learn, you figure out the other side of it. Like you figure out how not to get back there. And the thing is like you stop seeing the negative. Why do we want to see the negative? Our brains have wired us to see it. Start looking at even like if it's a shitty day. If you
Why do we default to focusing on the negative and needing validation in that negative to feel
because
better?
negative's easy.
It's weird though
No,
that we
negative-
default to that.
I also think there's a version of like healthy bitching.
Oh,
There
for
is, it's venting.
sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, I
Well-
mean,
That's why we
so
podcast.
I saw this quote the other day. One of my friends posted it. It was like, "Your trauma explains the behavior, but it doesn't excuse it."
Yes.
I love
100%.
that. Love that.
And I mean, God, that is the realest thing I've read in a while.
It's like being self-aware is great, but now what are you going to do about it?
Well, that's where change comes.
Yes.
And a lot of people can become self-aware and they stand on that hill and they are very proud of themselves, but they're still the same person.
Yeah, because they use, okay, we've all met this person where they say, I'm crazy, it's cute.
No, it's
That's
not.
just who I am.
But it's not.
But the thing is, it's not cute. It's, you get to a point with it, it's like, you realize that you're the problem.
it's exhausting is
But
what
this
it
is the best thing about it. If you realize that you're the problem, you can actually fix that. If I'm dating you and you're a fucking issue, I can't fix you. I can sit here all day, every day.
You could be the best man
and
ever.
pray for you and bust my ass to make it work.
Can't help somebody who won't help
yeah,
themselves.
but if I know that I'm the problem and I take accountability and I'm like, look, I'm not being the best man I could be. I'm not working on myself. I'm not chasing the things I ought to chase. When you actually look in the mirror and say, hey, look, I am an issue, that's an issue you can fix. People don't want to
People
take
don't
account.
wanna do that.
Yeah.
People don't want to be alone. So one thing I've noticed too is that not by my choice, but for the last 2.5 years, I have been alone. And I've learned so much about myself during this time.
Same.
It's also caused me to have standards that, and I've heard women say this before. I feel cheesy saying it because I've heard women say it before. But I have these standards that now I'm like, I'm not like, I've had to put myself here. You're not coming in and messing that up now. But with that being said, no, you can't fix anyone. But that person should want to fix themselves. And if they don't want to fix themselves, they need to be left alone.
Yes, let me piggyback off that. I think that if you shouldn't, like, if you know that you have issues that you need to work on, then I don't think that you should subject another person to that. Like, fix yourself.
That's not love.
Fix yourself first,
No.
and then be in a relationship. Yes, you're always going to need to work on something. Like, when you're in a relationship with somebody, 100%. Like, I've done that. Like, if you ask any of my exes, they all know, contrary to belief, they all say, like, you're very laid back, like you aren't crazy, like you're very understanding, because I've grown, because I've worked on myself inside a relationship and outside of a relationship. So I just think that if you have a lot of issues you need to work on internally, you don't need to be in a relationship.
You don't.
I agree.
You don't. And I think
But
that's
you also need to
selfish
be
to subjecting another person to
Mature
that.
enough to recognize that.
Exactly.
And
a
there's
lot of people
so many people who
aren't.
can't, because they need that security blanket so bad, and they need that someone to lean on, that
And that's
codependency.
selfish.
It's extremely
It is.
selfish.
It is.
Some people just don't care, and
And
also
I hate that.
and also too, like some people just don't realize like relationships are hard, and they're supposed to be a struggle, but they're not supposed to be painful.
No, you're right.
Like there's
Your
a hu-
ebb and flows and ups and downs,
Yeah,
but
there's-
it's not painful.
yeah, like it's not supposed to fucking destroy you.
Oh yeah.
Like it's supposed to be testing times, like trials and tribulations are
Yeah.
supposed to come with it. Like I'm supposed to have bad days with you.
Yeah.
Bad days are what make. If you really think
but
about,
not
if
against
really,
you, with you.
Yeah, if you really think about your life, good days are not what makes you. And I'm not talking about relationships. The worst days in your life are probably what's made you the person you are. That gave you your best characteristics. They probably made you the person that you're meant to be. A good day doesn't teach you shit. A bad day does. Rock bottom teaches you way more than a mountaintop ever will. So like when you're in a relationship with somebody, those bad days teaches you, I can count on this person. Like they're not gonna leave. Like we can
Right.
struggle today. Like you think about if you're with somebody and
That
you're,
goes back to
and
finding
you're
a safe
broke as
place.
fuck. You're broke as fuck. And like it's struggling paying the bills. Well, if I'm with you and I can struggle and I can pay the bills, think about when I get wealthy. I know you still
You're
got
not
my
gonna,
back.
yeah, you're not gonna turn your back on them.
You're not gonna turn my back.
Yeah.
Like it's little things like that. Like yeah, we're gonna fuss and fight right now, and we're gonna have these little spats. But when life gets good and life gets better, I know you're still there.
But there's an extent to that.
Yeah, like you can't go.
And let's
That's what I'm
also
saying. It can't be
clarify
painful.
too that we joke a lot about sex, but sex has nothing to do with that.
Yes,
There's a di-
we joke so fucking much about it, and
But
when
it
I tell you that,
absolutely has nothing to do
I
with it.
personally will never, like, if I'm dating somebody, I will never talk about my sex life with
Yeah.
them because that is nobody else's business.
Yeah.
Like, totally.
Well, there's
agree.
Am
a-
I making jokes?
Yeah.
Yes, but like, I'm not personally like making jokes about certain people.
Yeah.
No,
Well, there's-
and that goes back to that single life.
I thought it was raining.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a little strange. Is that the AC finally?
Yeah.
It
Yes.
is. Well, there's a huge difference,
swamp
and
ass.
like the older you get, the more you realize there's a huge difference in lust and passion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge difference in sex and intimacy.
There's a huge difference between passion and love.
Yeah, like no,
me,
passion and
I
passion and
know
love's
about all
about the
that
same
shit.
thing. Like you can have, there's people that I've been with, like you can sit there and hold their hand and it's better than fucking somebody else. There's somebody you can.
Oh, for
There's somebody
sure.
you can
Yeah.
caress.
As a female,
Yeah,
without a
there's
doubt.
somebody you can caress and hold tight, and it's better than fucking somebody else. Like it's way better.
So
Yeah,
you're
I
talking,
mean,
you're talking to
not-
women.
Well, I'm like, from my trauma, like from growing up and everything, like with my dad and stuff like that, like I'm not a hugger.
Yeah.
I've never been a hugger, but I know people that do hug,
Yeah.
and like I prepare myself for that. But also, like, people are like, oh, well, what do you do in a relationship? If I feel comfortable with you, like, I'm opening myself to you, and I can get past that, and I
Yeah.
have gotten past that. So like, it's not like, yeah, just about like holding hands, stuff like that. Like, if I'm hugging you in like, I'm different in that
Yeah.
aspect.
If
So
I
you know how we talk about love languages,
Yeah.
and a lot of, especially men, a lot of men say that physical touch is their love
It is,
language.
it's every fucking man.
But here's the thing: like, I did learn that physical touch is my love language. But here's how I learned this.
it's depending on the physical touch though.
Yes, and there's certain. Okay, we'll use my dad as an example. If my dad hugs me, I pull away quickly. And why do I pull away quickly? Because immediately I start to feel something that brings up an emotion, and he's done not like it's not like he did anything wrong. It brings up an emotion that I want to control.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a romantic relationship, if I walk to you and I wrap my arms around you and I hug you, I'm asking you to let me bring that emotion up.
no,
And that's how I know
completely
physical
get
touch.
that.
Yeah, that's how I
completely
know
get that.
physical touch is my love language. Not because I like sex.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like me just hugging you, even if I side hug you, like it sounds dumb, but like that's a big thing for me just because of like me being such a like I don't like my dad would come in and be like, which he's never gonna fucking hear this, so I don't care. He would come in after like beating my fucking ass and be like, you're not gonna give your dad 5 minutes of your time, you're not gonna hug your dad when he gets home. And I'm like, no, motherfucker. And so I'm like,
You hadn't
created
earned
that.
it.
So I'm like, why would I want to? I don't want anybody to fucking touch me, but I've grown so much as a person that like, yeah, like if I am hugging you and I've prepared myself that I know like you're a hugger, like like
It's your way of being able to
I'm
control the
yes,
scenario.
I'm comfortable with you. I am. So I don't know.
Well, being comfortable with anybody is just like that's the key.
Yeah, and it's not even about a sexual thing. It is like
No.
it's about me being like, okay, like I want you to embrace me. I want you to like touch me. So
Y'all, the comfortable brings respect and then trust.
Thank you.
So it feels comfortable.
respect thing.
Yeah, it feels comfortable, but it's actually respect, and with that respect, trust comes afterwards.
that needs to be a clip.
Yeah. So when you wrap your arms around someone, you're saying, okay, I respect you and I'm trusting you. Are you going to return that? The worst feeling in the entire world is when someone doesn't return that.
Yeah.
That is, you can talk about heartbreak all day long. You can talk about,
I'll one up you. The worst thing is when somebody fakes it.
Fakes what? The
okay,
affection?
okay,
Yeah.
I will go with
That's
you on that because my
wild.
entire first marriage was all faked. So I had no idea that I was missing what I was missing.
See,
Date someone that's good at faking that shit. That will fucking blow your mind.
Or they'll
See,
convince you don't need it.
I haven't experienced that just because like that's why like people are like, oh, Caroline, like you don't date. I'm like, no, because it's really hard for me to get like comfortable with somebody to, and I haven't experienced somebody like faking affection, I guess. So
It would take
It's the worst thing on the
somebody who
Which
is
I hate that.
somebody who fakes affection and then it comes out is betrayal.
Well,
Which
it's
I
just,
would hate
but
that.
also
That's
You
too,
feel
attack.
betrayed.
Ugh.
Also too, because I always try to be like devil's advocate in any situation like that. It's just what was normalized to you growing up. Most
Yeah.
people are a product of their environment, and they just don't know no better. Like what they were.
But is that an excuse?
not an
That brings us back to being
okay,
accountable.
it's not an excuse, but it's what's normalized. So
yeah, the trauma
it's-
explains the behavior,
yeah,
but it's not.
It's ignorance in a way. If you don't
I am
know any
old enough
better,
to where
you
you
don't
should
know
know.
any better. There's a lot of shit that I don't know.
Then you move on from that person
Yes, it's what you do.
because you're not on the same page with them.
No, you can't be. You'll never be. Somebody that's not emotionally at the same level you are.
Okay.
There's no reason to be with them.
Real question. I had a guy in my DMs yesterday. He messaged me and he goes, "Hey, I have a question for you. My girl and I."
Save that question. I was like, pause that real fast.
Do you have to pee?
How you
All right,
know-
we're back. What? No, go ahead.
I didn't know we left.
No, go ahead.
And we're back. Caroline's
And I had to
interrupting.
pee.
You
Her
may not-
ADHD ass is interrupted.
Well,
if you posted that on fucking Instagram,
What? The one I'll
It
kill
was
you?
good though.
It was funny.
I'm touching my vagina.
No,
When
you
aren't
weren't.
you?
You were air touching. It was like air guitar.
You're
vagina.
not. You're air retarded.
It was like air guitar.
At least they didn't get the comment you said before it. You did
No,
flick it.
see, yeah,
You
no,
did.
delete that right
No. You just flicked it once.
No, delete
It
that.
only counts it if you do it twice.
The bean?
Delete that.
No, it's not as funny.
No, delete. Because
It's already out there.
No, they didn't hear the first part of it. Delete it.
Nobody didn't hear it. Look, that's community guy.
that.
That's inner thigh.
No, because you couldn't see what I was doing.
Can I make a sticker out of
No,
that?
please delete that.
Okay.
But can I make a sticker?
Since you
out
asked
of it?
nicely,
Please.
Her
but I still sent it to Walker Wilson.
That's fine.
don't. Why are you gonna bring Walker into things?
No, that's fine. If you posted that on Snapchat, I wouldn't give a fuck. But Instagram,
I did
no.
post it on Snapchat.
I
Okay,
did.
that's
he
fine.
said
I
I
don't give a
did
fuck about
post it
that.
on
That's why I
Snapchat.
said you can post it.
I did post it on there.
That's
All right,
fine.
ask your question before we get on her,
Shit,
her
it was so
flicking her bean.
serious.
No,
Oh,
no.
my story. Oh yeah. Okay. Fuck. Hold on. Okay, so he
You better
said,
not have forgot that fucking question.
I gotta remember.
I
what-
screamed it
I
3
gotta
times.
Remember
I'm
what
about
the
to piss her.
GM was. Oh, cheers first.
If you pour it into the cup,
I'm not. I'm gonna shoot it like a big girl.
I think she's doing a
Because I got
cheers.
cotton on my panties.
She's got
sorry,
the triangle.
I don't. I'll,
Oh, excuse me. You got on lingerie. Tell them the difference between lingerie
I
panties.
don't have on lingerie. I have on cotton underwear because it's good for your vagine.
That's true. it needs
Well,
to
I
be
don't know
breathed.
how good it is for yours because you got yours on inside out.
It's the same thing. There's still cotton on either side,
thought you-
motherfucker.
I thought you fixed
Oh,
it.
okay.
No, you think I'm gonna take off these skin tight fucking leggings? They're okay. It's not the lacy one, so it's like
Cheers.
actual cotton one, so it's not gonna hurt.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
Okay.
cheers,
Cheers
to
to-
pussy poppin'.
Thank you. I like that.
On a
Thank you.
handstand.
Who needs a good joke?
Oh, last time I heard that saying,
That was good.
there's the shittiest.
That was good.
I don't like
That
going.
tastes like a cherry limeade.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
I don't like going to strip clubs. I hate them. But
So he says.
There's a shitty strip club in Sneed, Alabama.
Not Sneed, Alabama.
Yes, it sounds as bad
bet
as
there's
it
some
is.
no,
good-
I know.
I
where
bet there's
it's
some
at.
good hunting
Okay.
camps around
I don't
there.
know the strip club, but I know where Sneed, Alabama.
All right, so it's a place called Foxy's, and we do some shows over there. and I'm not going to say the two artists because they both have deals now. But we went over there like it was last year sometime, and me and these two artists had they'd got them playing the show. I was emceeing it, and we went to this shitty strip club because it's the only place that sells alcohol late at night, and it looks like everybody that works at a Waffle House comes there after the shift at the Waffle House to go strip. That's the quality that's there. Well, you don't really want them to dance. You kind of just want to listen to music and drink beer. So me, oh my God, you nasty bitches. Me and
I hope that's a clip.
me, nasty fuckers.
Yeah, we can
Me
play
and
that
these
game.
two artists decided that we was gonna pick all the sad songs on the jukebox because they don't even like pick their songs. Like they just
Oh, that
dance off of a
sucks.
jukebox.
What if
right?
I don't vibe with the song pick?
Yeah, what if
That was the point of this. So we picked the saddest songs of all times. And I don't know if you ever heard the song "Chiseled in Stone" by Vern Gosdin, but this might be it's one of the saddest songs of all time.
Do you have
can't say
video?
that I have.
But me
If
and
you
the
don't have
artist,
video, it didn't
me and
happen.
one of the artists literally told this girl that was on stage, if you can pop your pussy to Chiseled in Stone, we'll give you $100 a piece.
I mean, I can literally
She-
throw ass to Sweet Caroline.
You couldn't do it to Chiseled in Stone.
Yes, I could.
No, you couldn't. Because as soon as you hear it, you're like, you start crying. That's how sad
The
it is.
last time I was
the
in a-
woman had never heard it. As soon as it came on, she's like
I don't-
moving it in a circle for a second, and all of a sudden, when she heard the first chorus, she just sat down on stage.
If there's $100,
It was it was
throw
200. It
ass.
was 100 for me.
Let
It
me
was
tell
100
you
for him.
something.
Throw ass.
I'm not a stripper and I could never be a stripper. I
I
have no
would-
rhythm at all. But it wouldn't matter what song is playing. I'm gonna have the same damn routine every time.
First off, I don't
So
care
I'm
how
clicking
slow the song
heels.
is. I'm gonna throw ass to it.
yeah, I'm clicking heels
I
and I'm
want to
I'm,
see anybody in the world throw ass to Chiseled in Stone.
Oh,
Well,
I'll
you're
do
not
it.
listening to the song. You just throw an ass.
Yeah, you tune it out.
No song. Just I got a routine and I'm gonna finish it. One,
Play-
two,
when we
three,
get done with this, I'm
four.
playing Chiseled in Stone to
7,
both
8.
you bitches and see if you can do it. Anyway, ask your question before we get too far off track.
I'm too far off track.
Yeah, we're talking about pussy popping and Chiseled in
I
Stone.
got a DM from a man that said, I need your help, which probably was some weird sort of slide. But anyway, his question was, I have a girlfriend that cheated on me, but she's sorry, and I
A
have forgiven.
girlfriend cheated on you? What do you mean? Like you date both?
No, he had a girlfriend that cheated
Oh,
on him.
I thought you said you had a girlfriend.
He
that-
said I have a
Oh, okay,
girlfriend,
okay. Sorry.
This is from his
I
perspective.
misunderstood.
Yeah, it's from his perspective. He has a girlfriend that cheated on him. You can't ask me to do it and then check your messages.
I was Janelle making sure that what time we was going to be done.
Are you listening now?
Yeah, now I'm listening.
Because this is actually it's a good question.
Okay, ask.
Although I think his intentions were bad.
I'm listening.
So he said, I have a girlfriend. She cheated on me. She said she's sorry. I forgave her. But things are weird. I said, move on. If a girl cheats on a guy, she has no respect for him. She's never going to have respect for him again. Move on. He said, but she said that she's sorry and she was drunk and she was out of town. I said, I don't care. I've never cheated on someone before that I was in a significant, especially if I told him I loved him,
Yeah.
that I was in a significant relationship with. So move on. And the more that you don't move on, the more of a pussy you are.
Yep. All right, I'm going to piss both y'all off, but you got to hear the whole thing before I say this. For either one of you chime in.
She's texting, so we're good.
No, I'm
No,
listening.
listen.
I'm gonna piss both of y'all off, but
Oh, shit.
But,
Okay,
listen.
go for it.
A man can cheat on a woman and not have any type of like emotional connection whatsoever.
To which one?
To the woman.
To the cheat?
Yeah, to the cheat.
Okay.
Okay. It's fucked up, should not happen, whatever. A man can see a woman and just lust after her or whatever and just be like,
It's literally just a wormhole.
it's just, he's attracted to her.
Which
I
is
don't
why,
think it's the same way with women.
Which is why I was told
I
happy ending
think
massages
if
are
a
transitional.
woman if a woman cheats on a man, she's fed up with the man she's with.
She done.
She's already over and done with him. She's looking for a way out, and it's always more painful. A man cheating on a woman, it's still bad. It's fucking horrible. Don't get me wrong. It should never
It
happen.
just means you're a weak man.
It is. It does. It shouldn't happen. But when a woman does it, she will leave. Like, she's just gone. The dude just don't know it yet.
It's almost like a fuck you.
Yeah, it's a fuck you to him.
I hope
A
I get
man can
caught.
do it and be remorseful about it and wish he never did it. A woman, I don't think she's ever remorseful about it.
No, because we're like, fuck you. I hope you catch me.
I think
What you
anytime
got?
a
What you
woman,
got, Caroline?
I think if a woman ever cheats on a man, there's so many underlying reasons why she did it to like she's mad at him, like she knows she's not going to be with him forever. She wants to leave him.
But with
He's a
that-
piece of shit.
But
Whatever.
with that being said, there is no respect there,
yeah, she doesn't
and
respect
he
him.
should move on.
Yeah,
That's your opinion.
100%.
Yeah.
But on the opposite side, if a man does it, I think a man can make a mistake because we're stupid. We're fucking apes. Like, but also should
I don't
not
disagree
fucking
with you,
happen.
but I am not condoning it.
No, it should not fucking happen. Like,
No, it shouldn't.
should-
If you
should
love
not
your
fucking
woman, you
happen.
shouldn't do it.
But I think when a woman does it, she hates him. She secretly hates the person that she's with.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. What you got, Caroline? I really want to hear your perspective.
On the cheating?
Well, on this scenario.
I mean, like, I agree and I disagree. I do think that, like, it is more of an emotional thing for women, for sure. I've never cheated and I never will. I have been cheated on. But
Every time.
Every fucking time.
But yeah, like I said, I agree with the part that it's more emotional for us.
Yeah.
It is, because we're fed the fuck up, which don't condone cheating. I think if you ever have the thought that you need to cheat, you need to break up.
Right, I agree.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So yeah,
I
so
agree.
that part, but
Abso-fucking-lutely.
the I just lost my fucking train of thought.
It's still an integrity thing for women too. Even if we are emotionally disconnected and we decide to cheat, have some
okay,
integrity,
I got
have
that.
some character. Decide, like, speak up beforehand and say, "I don't want to be with you."
Oh, most
Okay,
of them
wait.
aren't gonna
So
do
I got
that.
my train of thought back. So if a man, and this is unpopular opinion too, but it just kind of like, it's a double-edged sword, because if your man is going to look for other vagina, then like there's something wrong. Which
Agreed.
doesn't, okay, yeah, so that's what I said, it's a double-edged sword. So like, yes, like some men, like I have dated a serial cheater, and he convinced me that he was never going to cheat again, and I knew better going into the relationship that he was a serial cheater. He's cheated on every single girl he's dated. But it's that, like, you can have those men, but you can also, like, if your man is seeking out other women to have sex with, he's also looking for not just an emotional connection, but he's looking for something more too. So it's not just like, I know that sounds very contradicting.
No,
it
it
sounds
doesn't.
very
No,
sounds very
I'm
contradicting. I'm
following
not
you.
just saying, I'm not saying that it's always like, yes, 95% of the time it is non-emotional for men. It's not, or like it isn't.
I think that a lot of people miss this part. There's just some people that are pieces of shit.
That's what I was just
Okay,
saying.
so-
Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
dated
There's
this-
just some
If
people
you
that.
are a piece of shit.
is.
Yeah.
But okay, that's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
I know, because I dated a serial cheater.
Yeah.
But there's also been, like,
I don't even like you calling him a serial cheater.
No. Okay,
he
wait.
what? Okay, but I have to. Okay, listen. So I dated a guy for a very long time, and we were just not intimate anymore. We, like, towards the end of our relationship, we were just fighting constantly, and we lost the intimacy. Once you lose the intimacy,
There's a
it's
different
over
kind
at
of
that
intimacy
point.
there.
It's over at that point. So, and I mean, it's kind of like, he's gonna go look elsewhere. Like, I mean, that's just like, that's where y'all's brains go, and that's just how men's brains are wired.
No.
Not all the
No,
time. Not
no.
all the
Depends
time.
on the man. Depends on the
Depends
situation.
on the man. But
Yeah.
yes, like, but you can't say that y'all aren't also looking for an emotional connection at the same time. If you're not getting it from your current partner, you can't say that you're not still
Well,
looking that when you go out
it
and find
depends on
somebody
how
else.
far gone it is.
And it depends on what era you meet your man in. Because some men, you're right, they are, I would say, like Josh is somebody who wants connection whenever he has physical
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah.
But there are so many men who are not prepared or ready. They're not ready to sit in that muck.
Exactly.
Because
That's why I said it's contradicting what I'm saying.
with
It's
the
not.
connection, with the connection comes the with the positive comes the negative.
every situation's different. Every man or every woman's going to be different. It's the person, the
Yeah.
individual you're dealing with.
But that's how you have to learn. That's okay. Not to be too
just
simplified, but
too
that's your
many-
red flag, green flag shit.
But there's too many, like, situations in this, like, category where it's just kind of like, yeah, there are pieces of shit, but there also is good guys that they just, like, yeah, like,
Fuck up.
you're just going to fuck, and you're like, okay, and I'm over it, and whatever. It's not the same, like, for us, but I mean,
Okay, with that being said, I have an ex-husband who told me he paid for happy ending massages. Is it cheating?
yes,
It's cheating.
that is
I
cheating.
know how you feel about it. I'm asking him.
It's cheating.
It's 1,000% cheating. I was told it's transactional.
I understand why men do it.
Okay, but wait. So I think
It's
that
just a transaction. There was no
But let
emotion
me
involved,
tell
so
you-
it's not cheating.
But this is why I understand.
I didn't believe him, but
The
that's what he
older
told
I
me.
get, I've never understand why, like, as a younger man, like I said, I don't like strip clubs. I don't see the point in them. I don't understand none of that shit. Why you would pay for a woman to take her clothes off? Why you'd pay for sex or anything like that? The older I get, and I see bitter men,
Oh my God.
and
me
I
too,
see
all
and
over
I
my
see how a
Facebook.
man will sit there and how a woman has destroyed him, and how that he's just been broke down by all these women in his life. He decided to take a different route to me. Like I've dealt with some of the worst women of all time, I feel like.
Uh-huh.
And I've just been put through a fucking ringer.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided not to let it get the best of me. I'm still going to believe in the shit I believe in.
Guess what? We're in the same fucking category.
I still believe in, I'm a hopeless romantic.
We
I
have
still
faced
believe
some
in the shit.
shitty-ass
And I'm not
dudes.
going to change my heart because of shitty people, right?
I agree.
But
And-
I
and-
see where other men would go the other way because they don't have the faith and everything else that I have. So I see where a man would look at going to pick up a hooker, an escort, going to get a happy ending as where
In
I
a
would rather
relationship?
invest in getting exactly what I want and getting an emotional, or not emotional, but a physical touch and getting off and not having to deal with all the bullshit. It's
Okay,
cringy
so
to me.
with
I'm
that
like,
being
but
said-
if your
it's
man is looking for something else other than your body, I think that there's a disconnect there, and there like
You should
need
separate.
to
Oh,
fix
you're
some-
talking
you need
about
to
if you're still
separate.
together and do
Yes,
it?
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yes.
in a
Oh, I
relationship.
thought you meant like after.
No,
No,
man.
I'm
no.
talking about in a
That guy's a
if you're-
piece of
if you're
shit.
Man, if no,
But
you
there
said
are-
it's
there-
not always an emotional thing when you cheat.
Okay, and
It's not always
this
emotional.
is now.
Yeah, but if your man is thinking,
Yeah, but
hey,
also, too-
I'm gonna go not emotional, and I'm gonna go.
Okay, well, I'll put it like this.
It's 25
When I'm in
bucks
a
and
relationship,
just getting a handy.
okay, but I'll put it like this. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm not even gonna. I learned this recently.
You're not the norm.
I learned that I better pay attention to what you don't like. So, like, if you don't like me just commenting on another woman's picture, if that's what you
You're
consider,
different, though.
Okay, but
You're-
listen,
you're
listen.
Yeah,
way
because I had a
different.
whole
You are not
bikini
the
pic
norm.
fight
Okay, but listen
for like
though.
2 years.
If I know that the person that I'm with doesn't like that, if that's an ick for you, if that's what turns my woman off,
I hope everybody fucking listens to
then
this.
I don't
They're
need to
not.
do that, right? So that might be in your mind considered cheating to you.
Yes, if
That-
that, makes
that's-
your if that makes your partner feel
Yeah, if
secure,
it-
then
Then I don't need
okay.
to do it, right?
I don't even want to use the
So-
C word and say cheating, but it makes your partner feel less
Yeah.
valued.
So if that is like just that knows that if I know that doesn't make you feel good, then anything past that you should never like do. So if your dude at the time knew that you had a line, if you set a
We were
boundary,
married.
yeah, if you said, "Hey, I don't want you to fucking do this,"
that was kind of unspoken.
anything past that, he should have known is cheating.
But it wasn't in his mind.
But there's
Um,
also
Well, that-
emotion,
guys,
there's
'cause-
also emotional cheating too.
And he
Oh,
did that
yeah.
also.
That's
a whole
worse.
year of emotional cheating. So let's bring it to the next step, which is this is the same person who then, when he found out, remember how I told y'all that physical touch is my love language, and I learned it in a hard way, which it's a protective touch that I'm drawn to, and there was somebody in public who put their hand on my lower back to walk me through a crowd, and I fucking melted. I
Like
melt-
melted in a bad way.
No, I melted in like a. I had
secure way.
never been vulnerable to cheating until this man put his hand on my lower back and helped me
yeah,
through
there's
a
a disconnect
crowd,
there, so you got to break up with your partner.
Yeah.
which absolutely made the phone
Well,
call.
you know that.
Anyway,
you know what they say, like men want unconditional love and women want to be protected. They want to feel valued. They want to feel listened
I
to.
cannot put
Like,
enough
yeah.
emphasis on that touch,
Yes.
meaning
Yeah.
the world to me. And although one is getting happy ending massages and amongst other things, and obviously cheating, when I told him that this happened, his world ended, and rightfully so, because what mattered to me was in that touch.
Because he knew he couldn't. When a man knows that somebody else
Is protecting you.
is giving you something that he can't or
Well,
hasn't.
he could have. He chose not to.
Yeah. Well,
He could
look,
have.
When a boat sails, it sails. When like it's gone, it's gone. when he knew that you said that to him and you had enough guts to say that to him,
Oh, when I tell you,
he
I
knew
called
that
him
it was fucking over
sobbing.
with.
Yep.
I called
It
him
was over after
sobbing,
that.
crying,
Yeah.
and I was like, something's wrong with us. Something is wrong with us. I don't think he grasped in the moment what I meant. I think he thought I had just cheated on him, like slept with the guy or whatever.
That's
which
worse.
didn't happen. But the point is that I knew when I felt what I felt, I was like, I don't have the relationship I think I have. And I didn't know about all the cheating yet. Like, I
Well,
was
see,
completely clueless to it.
No, and I mean, like, this is like a different like view on it, but my like guy friends, like, I consider you one of my like really close friends, like one of my like somebody that I could
Same,
call,
dickhead.
like somebody that I could call and be like, hey, this motherfucker like did something to me. Like, my guy friends are the people that
I
are the
would
guys that
roll
I
on
feel
a
safe
bitch.
with, huh?
I said I would roll on a bitch if they was
Yeah,
like that
I'm
to
like
you.
the guy friends that I do have, I feel safe with, and like that's a big thing for me. So yeah, like him just doing that, like even though it might not have been a physical attraction, but like it's a feeling
I
safe
can't-
thing.
I
So like
cannot
yeah, so like when I
emphasize
introduce
enough.
somebody that I'm like potentially dating, I'm like, hey, these are my guy friends. Like, I don't have like a sexual or like a relation with them or like a sexual connection, but like I feel safe with them. That should mean a lot to that other person, to my significant other.
If they're
Like, you
not insecure.
In this-
That's the
Exactly.
fucking
In
problem.
this particular situation, the hand on my lower back, the protective touch was a sexual touch. And this he
Yes.
was
That's why I said it's a
he was
different
he
view.
was projecting a sexual touch. But I didn't realize how much I needed it
Yeah,
until
which
it
is sad, but,
until
like-
it literally happened. I didn't realize
That's the best ones, though.
it's been 12 years since
Well,
it
it's-
happened, and I
it's-
still remember vividly.
That's
Yeah.
sad though that your person you were dating couldn't give
No,
you
I
that,
was
and it-
married. This is the father of my children.
oh well,
I would have been married for 10 years. This man.
I'll throw myself off the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
right.
no. I just
I'll
mean
follow
like
you.
no. I just mean like when I say I thought I had a solid marriage,
Yeah.
and this one little teeny tiny movement.
That's sad,
now,
though.
let me also say I had no idea, completely clueless that the husband that I'm speaking of was cheating on me with men and women. But I had no idea at the time. No idea. So all I knew was the hand on my lower back opened up my eyes to there's a problem here. There's a problem. And I did. I called him sobbing, crying at like 6 a.m, and he never lived it down. And I'm a terrible person. He says I cheated on him. I'm a terrible person, all because of that.
Well, also,
But I learned.
Emotionally cheated.
Yeah, but
What is
I
that
learned a lot
thing?
about myself in that moment, and that's what matters to me.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I don't think
No.
there's anything wrong with
I
it.
think
Wait,
that
what are you doing?
I'm reading a quote to you. I
Yeah.
got to find a quote.
Does it have to do with touch?
Yeah, it's something you're gonna love, because it's what you just said. I just got to find it.
well, they're
There
mad
it
at
is.
me.
They're
When
mad
someone
at
knows
you?
they treated you wrong, they avoid you. It's called a guilty conscience. They lack the emotional maturity. Shit, I'm drunk. They lack the maturity to apologize for their disrespectful actions, and because they lack accountability, they simply remove themselves from your life, and so they stop blaming. So they stop blaming themselves. You're not the first, and you probably won't be the last. So like
I'm
when
not the last. He's
so,
now
like,
left
when
his
somebody-
third wife.
whenever they do like that, when they just like completely try to turn it around on you, it's because they know they have a guilty conscience.
I mean, yes.
They try to
and
make
I
they try to make
recognize
it
that.
out to be you're more of the problem than you are.
I recognize that, but I will say in the moment, and it's still to this day, all these years later, I still am trying to introspect, like look inward and go, what could you have done differently? Like, how
You
could you
can't.
have been a better wife? Now, he
can't.
is doing the same thing with the third wife now.
Look, once again, I'm telling
That
you,
poor girl.
you just have to understand. There's just shitty people.
I had children with him.
You just have to get it through your head.
That's my children's
I
father.
promise you, you can love somebody with all your fucking heart
You
and
can.
soul.
You can.
But if you know that you're not a bad person, and you know you love somebody unconditionally, and you did not get their best,
But they can make you question it if
you
they're
got to
good enough.
stop asking why they didn't love you, and you got to start asking why they didn't deserve you. Like,
After you realize
Ah, yeah,
that
I'm
what
telling
they're
you.
accusing you of is not reality.
because they're projecting their insecurities, they're projecting all their bullshit onto you because they know they didn't do what they were supposed to.
So, okay, this is what you need to recognize that you're not pointing out. A genuine, loving person, when someone like that comes in and says, you're the problem, a genuine, loving person who's trusting goes, I am the problem. You're right.
First off, the person you're going to end up with
It takes
never.
you a minute. It takes you a minute to recognize that they're projecting on you.
The person that you're going to end up with is not going to say you're the problem.
No, I agree.
I do
good,
think
a good
that
person.
people, like, my last relationship, like, we brought out the most toxic parts in each other.
Oh,
and so
fucking A.
so yeah, like, I do believe that there is good relationships, but also, like, I mean, like I said, my exes will say that I'm the most laid back person. I'm not a jealous person. Like, I am not crazy. Like, I'm not crazy, but there has been relationships where I was
You can
made
be,
crazy.
yeah.
They brought that out, and I brought that out in them.
Yeah.
So, like, it just.
Well, look, there's
It
a
all
reason.
depends.
There's a reason why you have exes.
That's because they were questioning
There's
your
a
reality.
reason why you only get married. Excuse me. You can get married multiple times. There's a reason why at the end of the day you only have one person.
It's okay. I realize I've been divorced twice, and that's not
It's
normal.
okay. It's okay. I've never been married. I see it.
So you're
differently.
smarter than me.
Well, it's
I
not.
ain't
that-
never been married.
It's not that. It's just I view it differently. Like
No. I view it the same way you do.
No.
What happened with me was that I married the first one, who was the hand job guy, and it didn't work out.
That's one way to put
the
it.
second one, we also could call him the panty wearer, but we're not going to.
shit.
The second one, I strictly married nice guy, not nice guy. I married him needing the stability for custody court. Now you can't tell me that's not fucked up.
That
But
is
that
fucked
is
up.
that is reality of the world we live in. So
Yeah.
I paid for the wedding and I paid for the divorce.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you don't.
Yeah, that's real life right there.
It is. I know why you did it. I get it.
No, it's fucked up. It really is.
But
and
look, you
him and I
don't
have talked
have-
about it many times.
One of my favorite quotes of all time is from Lonesome Dove, and it's, "If you want something too badly, when you get it, it's bound to be a disappointment." If you think about it like this, you think about your favorite restaurant. I'm just going to use a steakhouse. You think about your favorite steak of all time. If I sit there and I build up how just I'm so ready to go eat this fucking steak, it's going to be just as great as it was last time. And I get there and it's not as good as it was last time. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that I've just built it up to be more than what it was. When we do that, we have over expectations.
What are you referring to specifically, though?
Like in a relationship, in a partner. Like sometimes we make things out to be
Yeah, of course.
more than what they are.
And you have expectations that are
Yeah.
unattainable.
So like, if they're unattainable, they're never going to meet them, right?
yeah, sure.
But what you're supposed to do with somebody is you're supposed to see that they are good enough. They might not be exactly what you want them to be today, but together you're supposed to help each other get to where you want to be.
And that means you've met a decent human being, and you
Yeah.
should hold on to
You're
that
gonna
because it's
fucking
hard.
struggle,
in this
dude.
day and age, a decent human being is rare to come
you
across.
don't think you think about the best relationships you've ever seen. Your grandparents or whoever you look at, and you go talk to them. You sit down and talk to them, and you ask them if every day's been fucking easy.
That mean-
No, you know what you find when you meet those people and you meet those couples? You ask them the ones that didn't give up on each other, the ones who didn't veer, the
Yeah.
ones who just fucking said, I'm gonna finish what I started, but we're not gonna cheat on each other. We're not gonna fucking give up on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Today, there's too many people that would rather, at the first sign of a little bit of trauma, a little bit of bullshit, even though you can love each other ridiculously, they wanna opt out.
So, in this 2.5 years of singleness, something that I have discovered that I certainly didn't expect to come across and be my hill to stand on, but it's true, is that the masculine and the feminine roles are completely misplaced in our current culture and society. And it's really hard to expect a man who hasn't been taught how to be a man to be a man.
Then why would you be a man that hasn't?
But you can't expect a woman to be a good woman who hasn't taught how to be. It's the same. It's on both ends. It's both sided.
Well, what's crazy is there's 7.6 billion people in this world. If that person's not doing it for you,
And I can't even get a fucking date.
No shit.
that's because you're mean as fuck.
No.
No, no.
Well, let's say she can't get a second date.
That's not true.
I'm kidding.
Well, no,
She got
look.
offended.
That is not true.
Look, I'm telling you,
That was a joke.
this is where we get so fucking hung up on this.
I don't want to
It's
take
some,
the first
some
date.
people just don't work out. Some people
What?
just aren't good. If they're not masculine enough for
Masculine
you,
on a roll.
shut up, bitch.
Marshall.
If they're not, If they're not
Marsh
feminine enough for you, find them what you want. They're out there.
You want a feminine guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
You would fit perfect as a feminine guy,
No,
Caroline.
she wouldn't.
She's close enough.
whatever. Hey, so you know that dude I like showed you the
Yeah,
picture of?
uh-huh,
I'm
the
gonna make
hottie.
this funny. I'm gonna make this funny because I'm tired of being serious. I'm tired.
Why? That's
Because I'm
that's
tired
what I
of
like.
it.
I told
That's
him-
where I'm good at. I'm not good at your stupid shit.
No,
Okay, well,
we did serious.
Welcome to the show.
and we
did the
didn't even.
serious.
Yeah.
All right, well, y'all be joking.
Where the fuck are you
Where
going?
are you going?
I gotta piss one more time.
Nobody's gonna
Okay,
watch
wait,
it
look
without
at-
you.
Wait, so you know that hot guy? You
Yeah.
know that hot guy that I showed you a picture of? He goes, or I replied.
Oh,
I go,
that's who you've been texting over there?
No, he just Snapchatted me. He goes,
Bitch. What'd he say?
I don't know.
No,
I
I meant, like,
replied
what
back
he
and I
said.
said, "You're hot." He said, "I think our lips should interview each other."
See, what the? No, interview each other.
Because I sent a picture of this, which I've already made out with him, so that's why it's funny.
Does he know y'all already made out?
Yes. Yes, that's why. Thank you. I think it's fucking hilarious. Whatever. Y'all are lame as fuck.
Let's see if I can get Hot Voice Guy to respond to us. He hasn't. I'm blocked with my phone number.
You know what? Should I FaceTime
Let's see
him?
if the
I'm gonna
Tiki
FaceTime
Talkie
him.
will
I'm
respond.
going to FaceTime him right now on the podcast.
You're gonna.
Here we go.
He, now what's
You
go-
FaceTime your dude, I'll FaceTime mine.
No, but no, I'm blocked.
Here we go. This is going to be good.
I can't FaceTime. No, I can't FaceTime mine.
Why?
He said, no, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm about to end this.
Anyway. All right, y'all got any closing thoughts?
Hold
before we
on.
get it?
We're messaging Hot
Why
Voice Guy to
can't I
find out why I got
FaceTime?
blocked.
What?
You left us, so now this is
Why
all.
can't I FaceTime? It's going to be funny.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to know why
No.
Hot Voice Guy blocked me phone number, but not on Tiki Talkie. And he
Why?
likes my
It's gonna be
TikToks.
funny.
That's weird.
Because
be
both of you got
funny.
your own podcast. Y'all can do that shit on
No,
y'all
we can't.
shows.
Well, we love doing it with you.
No.
You
Y'all.
wanted to be fucking serious? Okay, well now.
I like the serious
He
conversations.
said, "I'll call you after this meeting I'm on." Never mind.
Well, I ain't gonna
I'm
hear.
saying never mind because I was
Hot
trying to
Voice Guy isn't going to respond to me probably at
Good
all
God.
because that's what Hot Voice Guy does now that he blocked
Anyway.
me.
Hey, I can wait. Actually,
Hot Voice Guy's probably got a small peen.
no, not this dude.
Big ball, small
This
peen.
is one of my best guy friends. Hold on.
No, we
So
literally
smart,
have
though.
10 minutes.
That's cool.
Do we?
Yeah, we got
Hold
10
on.
minutes. What are you doing?
We
Okay,
fish-
some of my best guy friend. Hey,
I thought he was sitting right here.
What is she doing?
Hey, motherfucker!
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Who is it?
It's not close enough to the microphone,
Wait, who
dumbass.
is that?
What are you doing?
Oh, that's the ginger.
You gonna jump power lines?
What is
That's the
she
ginger
doing?
she podcasts
That is
with.
not the ginger.
It's not. She's.
He's out here saving the world.
Well, you're ruining the podcast, so tell him to come
Okay,
save
sorry,
your ass.
I gotta go.
No, you
Josh
don't
said
have
I'm
to
ruining
go.
the podcast.
No, I love him. He's great. He's not the
No,
ginger.
I
though.
am.
No, as sure as God wore sandals, I'd only make it better. All y'all are dry and not funny.
I like him. I like
What did I
him.
tell you?
I like him.
Okay, hey. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Let's give her more.
Who is that though, Caroline?
Huh?
Who is that?
Hey, Peyton.
Well, now
Can
you
you
said
give
his
us some
name.
relationship advice?
Oh, okay, yes, please.
I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to give up. Somebody's gonna have to give
Can you
in.
hear that?
Other person's gonna have to lay.
Can you hear that?
Lay the hell down, and there's just gonna have to be. Somebody's gonna be unhappy the whole damn time. That's why I've been single my whole life.
What
That's
about
sad.
singing? What?
It'll be all right.
It'll
Hey,
be
how do
all
you-
right.
hey, how do you feel about if a woman cares about your wiener size?
Or height, his height.
I'm 7 inches, like a freight train.
Is
What
he
did
a
he
grower
say?
or a shower? Is he a grower or shower?
And I get good wiener reviews every time. They be mowing it and groaning. I send that pussy to hell on a shutter.
Well,
We gotta go.
I love that guy.
I love you.
I could be
bye.
friends with him.
See you later, Peyton.
I can be friends with him.
He is literally one of my he's been my best fucking friend since we were juniors in high school.
Holy shit.
That's
He
not
is-
the
he
not the
is
dude.
one of the reasons why I started Broadway Girls.
Wait, he's not the one that sits
I
down with
have
you in it?
notes. I have a note of all the in my phone of all the quotes that he did.
He's not the one that sits in on the podcast with you?
No, wait.
I thought, well, the little bitty picture I saw, I thought it was the guy that sat with y'all as a
No,
guest.
he lives in Texas, but no, he actually, Peyton has come up with a lot of my intros to people, my guests, like Trey Lewis's. He came up with Trey Lewis.
I love Trey.
How did you dig down Trey Lewis? What?
What?
That's a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
No, I have
it was
I'm
an intro
I'm
joke.
no,
Everybody got I'm joking.
No, I'll for example, Peyton will say shit like, when life gives you lemons, make a porno and shove them up your ass. I'm like, all right, cool. All right.
Classic.
Which one do I shove? The porno or the lemons?
Oh.
Wow. So we're getting this completely off fucking track. This has been the Josh Terry podcast. I was playing. Yeah, we're done.
It's not a terrible place to wrap up.
We're done.
We're done.
That's a terrible. That's not
This
a
was
terrible.
good. It went serious to
have
not
that.
serious to funny to I'm gonna send that pussy to hell. What did he say?
7 inches with a freight train. He said seven.
I'm gonna send that pussy to
Why
hell
has
on
it
a
got to go in
shutter.
a shutter? But
Peyton,
what?
No, when I tell you Peyton,
He's used that before.
no, he has not. He just comes up with that shit. Oh my God.
Why in a shutter?
Hey, I'm gonna tell
I
you
don't
right
even
now.
know what that
I'm gonna tell you right now,
technically
he
means.
doesn't get laid.
Well, yeah, because he's got 7 inches of a freight train.
I don't.
Hey, look,
don't
that
believe
wait,
that.
that look lets
I
me
don't
know.
believe that.
Look lets me know everything.
I don't
He
believe
is
that.
definitely a grower.
I don't know. I've never seen his dick, and I don't
We don't
want
have to guess. We don't have to guess. We can assume.
But Peyton is literally he's like my best fucking friend. But he's funny as shit.
I can tell. Well, y'all, before we get out of here, do y'all got anything else y'all want to say?
No,
Tell
sir.
them your podcast real fast and yours where they can
Wait, I
find
hope
it.
you cut out the fact that I said about.
You can't bring it up again.
Bring up what?
Yeah, we're gonna cut that part out. Anyways, you can follow me
You don't realize I don't edit this shit.
I know, that's why I said, can you cut it
He
out?
don't believe
Cut
shit.
what?
Just talk.
Tell me when
low.
we get done.
Okay,
Stop saying it while we're on air.
you can find me.
In hell,
Good one.
where
Not
she
yet.
belongs.
No. You'll
This
be there
succubus.
too. If I'm going down, you're going down too, bitch.
I'm not going down.
Anyways,
Could you let her plug herself?
Yeah. Fuck.
Probably does it enough.
No.
Fuck herself.
You can find me on Instagram at Caroline West with 2 E's and 2 T's. And then Peyton just texted me, so that's funny. And then you can find me on Instagram at Broadway Girls, but with 2 S's.
And you can find me at Leo Wade on Instagram, or my podcast is Our Unapologetic Era.
NARP. I'm fucking with you. You're not that much older than me. It's a joke.
Look, just because I get benefits from the country for being old, you don't need to hate on.
I wish I got them.
In stripper years, I am 210
Boy, yeah.
and very retired.
It's all right. Caroline's right behind you on those.
She is not. She's got a couple more years on her.
Peyton just said, don't call me in the middle of work and expect me to be happy. Everyone is mad here and we hate our lives. I love you. And he goes, I love you and I'm so proud of you. I said, no one was mad here. That was fucking great.
What does
I
he
like
do
the
for
fuck
work?
out of that
He's a
guy.
lineman.
Oh shit, he's
Oh,
a lineman.
She's even to get his number right as soon as we get done.
Bring them thick thighs here, and I know he's gonna cheat.
He doesn't. No, he is an angel, baby.
he's got health insurance. I
You
know.
got to go through me.
Well, he's got health insurance and a 401k. He's
Got
probably
his
even got
own
stock in the
house.
company.
Anyway, got his
All right,
own
let's go.
house,
Let's
got
get
his
out of
own
here.
car.
I got lineman hot.
Anyway, thank y'all both. Y'all are two of my favorites to have on the show.
Love you.
Thank you to Deep Eddie, Tab X, Live Oak, Janelle Hasten. Janelle, you're going to be
Kelly
really...
and Brent.
Yes. Janelle, you're going to be really pissed when you see the cameras and how much liquor we took
No, we
today.
didn't-
But
we
we had a
didn't
good time.
take that much.
Janelle, I'm
We're
texting
lightweights
you right now.
We are lightweights.
Yeah, you tell her.
I'm texting Janelle right
I've already
now.
told her about the good boys. You tell her about everything else. I love you guys. And, yeah, don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Make yourself happy. That's the main key. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Just fucking find your own happiness. Don't settle for less.
Promise?
Love you guys. I'm happy, fucker. Love you guys. We'll see you later. Isn't that shit, Riley?
Peace out.